let me hydrate as well. Thank you.
I wonder if the please don't
Jada
blame
Bourne.
yourself was about Safi's book not being published. Yeah. But then also with that context, I'm kind of like, I know that we don't think it was a suicide, but like,
whoever fucked with Safi's car,
that's adding potential.
Maybe, but it's such a classic murder mystery red herring. Yeah, and I don't have enough confidence
it would be
in the
kind of
this.
disappointing if that was the case.
Yeah, and I don't have enough confidence in the writing of the series for it not to be a classic murder mystery red herring.
Yeah, for sure. I just fucking love a mystery.
There's so much to say though about like
whoever messed with Safi's car.
Maybe we won't go super into it right now, but I think there's a lot to be said.
I think we're in the wrong timeline, by the way.
That about that trope, the murder mystery trope, like, oh, but what if it was a suicide? And then it's always just a red herring.
Should be mortified.
Yeah, well, I guess that like.
Ernest.
Yeah, the thing that never sat right about the suspected suicide is that where did the gun go? Yeah, I mean that's pretty clear. There was a flyer. Did we want to look at it?
Where's the flyer?
Behind you.
I'll bet you $50 they put this.
We literally saw people skate there.
Tried it.
On that tree.
This tree.
Yeah.
Daily platypus facts. Is this what I've been missing all my
life? Can I?
Yeah, text
get this?
Hell yes to
I would
5501 PF right now.
Can Max? No, go back. I think Max might be able to do that.
Sign up! Oh my
yes!
God. Okay.
I love this feature of the game.
Honestly, how often do opportunities like this
exactly?
I personally wouldn't text hell yes to a random number, but
I would. Just for purpose.
I know you would, Miss Taylor Swift Eras Tour. Sorry, that was a low blow, wasn't it?
That was triggering. It's fine.
Sorry, was that a low blow?
No, it was, but it's okay. I do need to be made fun of that for that. Always.
I'm sorry, I feel mean now.
It was fine.
I feel that was too mean.
It's literally fine. I mean, given my like horrible joke at Carol yesterday, I think we can all.
Yeah.
Well,
that was funny.
That was funny. I don't know if I would say horrible. It was just a lot.
We're not going to tell you guys what that joke was because it because it involves someone else. But we can talk about the Taylor Swift one.
I got scammed trying to buy Taylor Swift tickets
for like £400.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was not my finest moment.
And I understand that it was, I mean, obviously that would be really upsetting, but I was kind of like, I love you so much, but why were you going to spend £400?
I mean, I wouldn't have done, normally. It wouldn't have been for one ticket. That was the thing. It was going to be for a couple of tickets.
Right.
So I don't know if that changes how much you're judging me, but like,
loads.
no, not enough. Yeah, no. I mean, look, I think it is very much like burst the bubble for me, which is a good thing. So it's made me go, yes, maybe I shouldn't be like this over an artist who is trash.
I'm sorry that you had to figure it out like that.
Like, though. I knew it.
Shit.
Henry!
Oh, hey, Henry!
Hey, Henry!
But yeah, like, it just... I can't explain it, and there's a lot to explain.
Just, hey, Dan.
Hello!
Oh, sorry, Max is having a meaningful memory. Henby Raid. Hello, welcome guys. How are you doing? What game did you just come from? Welcome to playing? Life is Strange Double Exposure. We're cosplaying. I'm in this incredible, insane blue anime wig because this was the closest that we could get to Chloe's hair, and then it looked really bad, so I put this beanie on top.
It didn't look that bad.
I thought it looked...
Not great.
Yeah, it was not great. Maybe not really bad, but I was like... I was not vibing.
I think it still looked obviously Chloe Price. I think that was my...
the beanies improved the situation a lot. And she does wear the beanies, so...
Yeah, it makes sense.
We're good. Aw, thank you. It looks epic and cool and rad and hella awesome sauce. It was a very, very Life is Strange reaction to that, so thank you for reading the room. Dan?
See?
The beanie does a lot of work. It does. The
the
beanie is really like pulling
some
weight here. It is like I think that when we ordered it, it was like anime blue wig, but it was the closest thing we could find.
Yeah, I mean, look, we find what we find.
And I think I will probably cosplay Chloe again, so I'm gonna find a way
to make this look a bit more. Yeah, I think there are ways where I can make this. she is an anime character, so it works.
You're right.
But yeah, I think there are ways we can make it look a little more real. But yeah, we'll work on that.
Did you guys have a fun stream?
Yeah, what was you streaming?
What was you streaming?
What was you streaming?
Thanks for raiding. Thanks for coming by. I frequently go on Jeffrey Bezos's Amazon.com and search anime blue wig.
I mean, that is essentially what we did.
Yeah. I mean, usually we try non-Amazon options, but in this case,
it was the only.
We didn't have.
It was either that or Temu. So
Temu or Amazon. Like
it was not a good choice.
Which is worse?
Yeah. Playing Minecraft. Slay.
Nice. Good time. Yeah, we're also playing this game for the first time, and
yes.
I mean, you could chill a bit if you want. If you need to jump out because of spoilers, that's fine. But I think that most of what we know at this point is like what was in the trailers. And stuff. Really,
pretty much.
We've gotten a bit of new information. But
and there's like a bit of the mystery unfolding, but like it's not out of nowhere. I don't know.
Yeah. So we were in the middle of Max having a moment where she's remembering her new girlfriend, who's not Chloe Price, but who is dead, which is very Chloe Price of her.
Yeah. Max having a dead girlfriend must be a Wednesday.
So yeah. Just Life is Strange things.
I like a little owl pin.
Forever.
And also, I do want the goose hat.
I am in a whole new world
I really want the goose hat.
What are these worlds? Timelines? Realities?
We're just really funny. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
Is rewind gone forever? Lucky
Is
for me,
rewind gone forever? The way that she talks about her powers is so funny. Dead
How do
world. Am I in the dead
outlet?
world now?
Have I lost the ability rewind?
Yeah, we're talking like Max talks in her internal monologue like she's an anime dub.
She kind of does.
Oh my god, now I'm in the dead world. Should I be worried? The last time I had powers, everything went to complete and utter shit.
What will I do?
I need to harness the power of friendship and train my abilities to reach the heights of my potential and take on my enemy.
That was beautiful.
Thank you. I just watched too many of those Stanzy Potenza.
Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking of. That was exactly what I was thinking of.
Max's voice always sounded like Hiccup from How to Train Your
Dragon
Dragon to
what?
Me.
Yeah.
One of the exclusive outfits has her wearing a skull beanie, and it's amazing. Yeah, the thing is that they're never gonna get that extra money out of me.
No. Or the Phoebe Bridgers outfit.
Yeah, like I love a silly little outfit, but they are never gonna get that extra money out of me.
Nuh-uh.
If I could take back buying this game, sometimes I think I would. But we did it for the content.
You did it. Game assist.
We're doing it for the content, you know. It's okay, cause we live and we learn, right?
We do.
Just like Charlotte.
Oh, we went back there, did we? Okay.
I'm sorry.
Fuck me, I guess.
I'm sorry.
It's fine.
Too soon.
Very much, maybe? No, it's fine. I'm okay. I'm fine.
Okay.
Because as we all know, when someone says they're fine repeatedly, they are definitely fine.
I went back there because it was money related. And
Yeah,
it's funny.
no, it's funny. Like, no, it's fine. I respect it. I respect the bit.
Everything went to complete and utter shit.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
So here's another person who's not learning their lesson. Then that's why we have another game about her.
Yeah.
Because she didn't learn her fucking lesson.
Stop getting involved, Maxine.
Okay, now she's just sitting there looking bewildered.
Yeah, I think we're at
good.
the end of
I think we're good. She's had her contemplation.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're in the dead girlfriend world, and we need to time travel to dimension shift to the living girlfriend world. That's what. Okay, so
yeah,
she
you
calls
can do it there.
There we go. She calls it dead world and living world. We're gonna call it dead girlfriend world and dead and living girlfriend world.
Yeah.
From now on, that's canon.
Yeah.
Okay, and we need to talk to Vin, right?
People
Where
just
the
seeing
fuck is
Max
Vin?
run around and just go, and then like disappear. I guess I don't
I
know.
know, right?
Like,
yeah, all of these people around
the
her.
logistics of this, I'm interested in. You know,
Like, yeah, but you can you imagine you're just sitting in this quad minding your business and you see Max do this and then disappear?
Maybe go back to the monument to Maya behind.
Oh yes, this way.
No, it's literally like next to.
Yes, Maya Okada, because we think that Maya Okada is Safi's dead girlfriend. Everyone's got a dead girlfriend, guys.
Honestly.
Also, Max.
Once again, his life is strange.
Yeah. This bitch needs to stop getting involved in situations.
Honestly.
For real. Max has finished thinking for the day. No more thoughts. Yeah, I mean, really, truly, she has not enough thoughts. Dead living girlfriend world and dead girlfriend world.
Yeah.
Yeah. Never get into this many situations over consecutive days in any given year.
Honestly.
Yeah, we can all learn from Max Caulfield how not to do it.
How to stop getting in situations.
Does Safi even want a memorial tree? And would Yasmin insist if she didn't?
That's the same comment.
Yeah, it is. I was just interested, and also as like a reminder to people that this is Maya Okada, who we mentioned, and then went, Maya! Oh, yeah, that guy on the rock. Hey.
Hello, what's up, buddy?
You good?
He's just... Okay.
Okay.
Where the fuck is Vin?
Vin, okay.
Because it said find him in the North Quad. Those are those guys, and then there's an invisible wall.
Oh,
here.
Wait, go back to that little, like, barn-looking thing. No, other way.
I need to ask around.
Oh, wait, have we seen this before? Romantic sculpture.
A little hair.
So, how do you keep things fresh after literal decades of passionate embracing?
Well, Max.
You put a little hat on.
And that's what you and Chloe did wrong. That's
yeah. I don't know, you can look at the hat specifically.
I can look at the hat specifically.
Beanie.
Go Cardinal?
Oh, okay, that's not it.
There is a girlfriend who I'm in gay lesbian love with due to me being a lesbian is alive and nothing else truly matters apart from this to me world. And girlfriend is dead, so actually fuck everything this universe is homophobic to me, Max Caulfield specifically world. That's right. Those are the canon names.
So if you go back towards like, you know, let's see that little like wooden building there. Mm-hmm. That might be where he is.
Be nice.
Who's that?
Who?
The person just sitting there. Okay.
I can't reach her. I can't get to her. Because
rude.
Because of the invisible wall.
That's homophobia.
Hello? Hello?
Maybe
No.
Okay, maybe not.
No. Where is he?
I should talk to Vin about the
I'm looking for Vin, girl.
Where
I am looking for that twink. I can give you... Please give us a nudge.
Yeah, honestly, I think
we're just looking for the twink. Because you see she's gay and can do no wrong and is my gay daughter. You are correct for that. So one of the... I don't know how much you've seen or played ice skating.
But then...
Breaking the rules.
Breaking
the rules.
Yeah.
Breaking the rules. Rule breaker.
Rule breaker?
He's
by the founder's statue.
Okay, thanks, Cause.
I need to
what was I going to say? Okay, I don't know how much you've seen or played or heard about this game, Dan, but one of its most egregious offenses is what we are terming the bisexualification of Max Caulfield, who is obviously a lesbian,
which
right?
Is
here he is.
Incorrect.
There's the twink.
There's the twink. He's like, oh no, not you.
Oh, drama.
And, don't get cute, either. You find it, you bring it right back to me.
Okay.
Well, go! Find it!
Why is he in charge of this fucking society when he's just works on campus?
He's just an admin assistant on campus.
Unless he's studying as well?
Maybe. I vaguely know of the plot, but it's not my sort of game. Yeah, fair enough. It's funny, we're streaming this game, and I feel that we're also advocating for people not to buy this game.
Don't buy this game. Just watch us play it.
I mean, watch us play it, and then, I mean, if somehow you're really convinced that you really want to spend, like, that much money, like, the amount of money that this game costs, then you do you.
By all means.
By all means. But we didn't endorse that.
Yeah, no.
However, they legally cannot make my daughter bi because she's literally a lesbian and I'm suing. Yeah, if you need, crowdfunding for legal fees, this is the community for that.
Yeah. He's bitching about undergrads. I would say, hey, you were a kid once.
Yeah.
Because he's being mean.
Like you were never young.
You're still young.
Yes. Dumb, maybe. Insufferable.
You're insufferable now.
Never is certainly a word.
That's fair enough, Dan. We're life is strange brain rot.
You lose something?
I'm life is strange brain rot.
Patience.
I should say.
Okay.
I've been life is strange brain rot for 9 years.
Yeah. Cute banter, barely restrained sexual tension, etc.
Max is like, what?
I'm busy, Max. Another time.
Wow. Okay.
He's such a dumb twink who wants to kiss so many boys.
Let's say
Cute
I
boys.
find
Game Assist permitted the term
dumb twink. Always.
Then I wouldn't be busy anymore.
Oh, I hate Vin. He pisses me off. Speak to Living World Diamond. So she just came.
We're still in the Living World, but where the fuck is Diamond?
Where the fuck is Diamond?
Shine bright like a diamond. Also, the name. I recently rewatched Debs. We were talking about this the other day.
Lucy Diamond, yeah.
And the name Diamond just makes me think of Lucy
It got
Diamond.
auto-modded because the dumb in Dumb Twink is redundant.
I've always thought Max was bi, along with it being backed up, everyone saying so until this game came out and learned that behind the scenes stuff with this in the first game. If you are interested, could you scroll back, please?
Sorry.
J Them Born. Then we do have a playthrough where we talk in depth about reading Max as a lesbian.
Yeah.
Which is on our YouTube channel. Which would you mind clicking in the
say
chat?
We, but I, you with me in the chat.
Yeah, which is we.
I guess, yeah. I was just
on our YouTube channel. So the link in the chat is for our video essay channel, and then on that channel you'll find a link to our VOD channel where we post like our streams. So this will go up there eventually. And when I was streaming Life is Strange Remastered, and you were in chat, Charlotte the Lesbian Whisperer. I'm a lesbian. Charlotte
I'm not a lesbian, but I am the Lesbian Whisperer.
But she is a lesbian whisperer.
Yeah.
The lesbian whisperer, some might say.
The one, the only.
And we were talking about this, and you were like, "Oh, I always thought that Max was a lesbian," and I was like, I'd taken it for granted that she was bi, and then we had a conversation throughout that playthrough about like reading Max as bi, because all of the stuff with Warren feels like compulsory heterosexuality, and we look at a lot of that within that playthrough. So if you fancy watching that, then there's more there. But the TLDR is like that is that a lot of the opportunities where Max's kind of like inner life is expressed in the game, like through her journal, and through the way that she reacts outside of player control, or through her nightmare sequence, all of that depicts some kind of like reluctance or kind of like even fear towards Warren. Like in her journal, she's being
sort
like
of disinterest.
Yeah, and disinterest. She's like, "Oh, I think he's a cute nerd brother. He keeps asking me out. I guess I'll be nice and like say yes." And then in her dream, like she like this fear of him, which he does, right? He like pressures her so much into which is like a prime example of compet. He's like pressuring her into saying yes, and then in the last episode, that in that nightmare sequence is really made manifest in him like literally like threatening violence and sexual violence onto her, along with all of those other men.
Ape.
Yeah. And he's being like, get in my car, I'm going to take you for a ride. Like it's very much like
it's
an
very
innuendo.
Sexually
it's
charged.
horrible. Yeah, it's horrible. And And so I think that there's, or like Dana's being like, you should go to this thing with Warren, and she's like,
yeah, she just kind of
don't really want to.
Warren's locker in that nightmare's. Oh yeah, and it's all pictures of Max inside and
like creepy edited, like sexy pictures of Max. It's like it's really creepy. And so a lot of that stuff is kind of like reading the Warren stuff as compet. Yes, yeah, if you're interested in that, like in more depth, then please check out that playthrough. So I think that we kind of take it for granted at this point that Max is a lesbian.
But she just is.
Really distracted. Whatever he lost must be important.
Like, even in this game, I've not really seen like any. I'm guessing that there is a male love interest. I think people have said, but like,
I think it's Vin because of the flirting opportunities that
is
came
it?
up. I mean,
but I don't get that off of Max. Like, there hasn't even been those opportunities from Max. Really.
Yeah, there was like a couple
one.
of texts and speech opportunities to flirt with him, but it wasn't as obvious as the Amanda one, which is funny.
Yeah. Ew.
We'll see, I guess, but...
Waiting for someone, Diamond? Moses.
I mean, if it is Vin, that's totally like a beard relationship.
Yeah. Vin is a twink. Vin is gay. That is a gay man.
Isn't that kind of menial for a TA?
So my job is menial now?
I'm fucking with you.
Nah, Moses probably just got distracted off polishing his new telescope.
If it were anyone but him, I'd ask if that was a euphemism.
Oh.
What was that face?
Those Abraxas kids are really staring, huh?
That one on the left is super into me. I danced with him once at a club last week.
I don't see the I don't even have to check in with you. I was just smash the button.
Oh yeah, no.
If I wanted more, he would not be my first choice.
Oh, Max being bi in this game is a mandate. It used to only be Amanda. Well,
probably trying to catch me in unabraxas like
yeah. So they're basically the forum posts about like no. So they were like there was this whole thing that happened where basically there was some like Reddit and forum posts from like someone who's saying that they were an ex-Deck9 employee, and one of the things that people brought up was like, oh, it's weird that Max is bisexual in this game because like she seems to be a lesbian, because I think more and more people like have that reading that she's a lesbian because of everything we just talked about.
Yeah.
And that person responded saying like, yeah, like from within the studio quite a few people like felt that Max was a lesbian, but it was like a mandate from like Deck9 Square Enix, apparently. Like
she got comp-headed by Deck9 itself.
I know. Which actually I've been working on this essay for like a while about compet in Life is Strange. That now I feel like I have to kind of like put in references to double exposure and how that kind of influences our reading of compet.
Yeah.
In that game as like a case study of compet in games in general. But just to say, like, taken with a pinch of salt in that, like...
we don't know for sure if that is an extent of, that makes sense.
But if it were true, I wouldn't be surprised, but I'm not taking it as, like, 100%.
Yeah.
Certainly. Why you?
Yeah.
Why are they focused on you?
Vin's shook. I'm an actual threat to his reign, and he can't abide competition.
This diva.
I think Vin's lost something. It's clearly rattled him. I'll, go ask the Goon Squad.
Good call.
Diamond is like, what? Max is trying to like snoop, ask her questions.
She's like, no.
What? Investigate the Abraxas kids.
Like an exfil. They have our man.
Hello, weirdos.
Hey, so Diamond told me she doesn't feel comfortable with you two staring at her. You tell me what Ven's looking for, and I won't tell him you're skeeving on a fellow Abraxas member. Good talk. There has to be some way I can hear what you're saying what those Abraxas goons are up to.
There is.
There sure is.
La la la. Investigate the Abraxo cleaner from Fallout. Yep. Would it be worth taking another quick break soon?
If you would like to, yes.
I feel like we don't have tons of the episode left, but...
Yeah, I'm trying to judge it. It's kind of hard to tell, but I'm also a bit worried about, like, the 5 o'clock
Vin seems really distracted.
Okay.
deadline. I mean, I could stretch it to 5:30. It's not the end of the world, but it's more just
Vin's
like because I have a lot of train options, but it's just
yeah. Don't worry. If anyone who has played this game has a sense of
how much
is left, please let us know.
Left.
Yeah, there they are.
There is quite a bit left of the episode. Okay. We're making a habit of not finishing the episode on the day, aren't we?
Holy shit. Someone took Vin's phone and they think it was Diamond. I can use this.
Can we talk to Diamond about the missing phone in the living timeline?
Yeah. Couldn't tell you in minutes, but yeah, there's a fair bit. Okay. Yeah, I get the sense there's still quite a bit. It's next weekend you're going to that wedding, isn't it? Okay.
But we can find another time.
Yeah, for sure. No, I'm just thinking, like, it would be nice to finish the episode today and not, like, leave it half finished.
Yeah, let's keep going.
Yeah. You were going to talk to Diamond.
I don't get it. Diamond is in Abraxas too. Why would Vin's goons think she took his phone? So, if you're wondering why those Abraxas kids are eyeballing you, it's because someone stole Vin's phone.
Seriously? They think it was me?
The Abraxas vibe is so weird. Yeah, clownery is right.
Of course they do.
They just act
of
like
course.
children. I know they're like in their early 20s, but...
Yeah. So did you?
So
no,
did
I don't
you?
know. I don't know. I kind of like, I want to have Diamond on my side. I think she's cool.
I knew it wasn't you.
Yeah. I
Okay.
knew it wasn't you.
I take it I was right to assume they're full of shit.
Always a safe assumption. But if you find out who did it, tell them I owe them a drink.
Slay.
What's with you and Vin anyway?
I think we get to ask both.
Yeah, I think so as well.
So, are you and Vin
Right,
Lovers
okay.
to enemies.
rivals?
Right.
Enemies?
To hear him tell it, both.
Rivals and
And-
enemies.
To hear you tell it?
Vin is one of those yappy
Yeah.
little purse dogs who swears he's a pig.
That's, yeah. That seems like a good assessment of the situation.
Yeah.
You don't exactly strike me as the typical, Abraxan.
In the Vin Lang mold? God, no. But the org itself has potential. If we could just get him away from it.
Hell yeah.
What if you're in charge? I don't know, because Abraxas is bad vibes, so I don't
Yeah, I'm
necessarily
like, I don't
encourage
think
that.
having, like, a girl boss in charge is actually gonna
Yeah.
change it.
So, let's
I would
just
say Vin's pretty entrenched.
knows about Vin.
The Vin Lang mold seems pretty resilient, Diamond.
Everything does, Max. Until it isn't.
Okay. You do you, hun.
Okay,
You learn the lessons you need to learn.
cool. Thanks, Diamond.
You know,
And hey, if you talk to Vin again, tell him the only thing I'm taking from him is his crown.
okay. You know, in the accessibility options at the beginning, I got the impression... Come on, Max.
Get on it, Maxie.
I get the impression that the dialogue options and choices were going to be timed,
Yeah.
but I don't think they have been at all. I was ready for like telltale
There was
levels
one
of...
or two.
Were there? I
There
didn't see,
were
like, a
there were
timer
definitely
bar.
like one or two, but it really
didn't
it
notice.
hasn't been many.
didn't think I noticed.
There was one where I paused what I was saying because there was one.
So, bad news, I'm not sure who took your phone. Good news, it wasn't Diamond.
Holy shit. You figured all that out with, like, 0 clues.
Superpowers
I
helped.
just knew who to ask. And how.
Oh no.
So, about my question.
If it's
I'm
Vin...
free Tuesday, after 7, and I'm partial to a Japanese
If
single
Vin
malt.
is an option, I'm like,
That's whiskey?
what the fuck would Max be doing with Vin?
Yes.
I'm sorry, but like,
Damn.
no.
I have so much to teach
I
you.
know. Both such
your place,
terrible romance options, honestly. But
Yeah.
at least Amanda's a woman.
Yeah.
At least Amanda's a lesbian.
Do not flatter yourself.
Sounds like a profoundly underwhelming evening.
He totally thinks she's negging him,
Tried it.
but like, she's just a lesbian. You know?
So, someone fucked up Sophie's car. They didn't take anything, but they used a cow skull to do it.
Jesus. Max, that's crazy. Is she okay?
She's fine. Who would do something like that, though?
She's fine, she says, knowing she's dead in another universe.
Yeah.
Who in Abraxas would?
Yeah, because you guys are...
Yeah, well that's
Fishy
why
as
else would she
fuck.
ask you?
But I would say not exactly, because I'm not limiting our
No,
pool of
I'm
suspects to
opening
Abraxas.
the question, but it's
Mm-hmm.
I
I mean,
a
did.
they're fishy as fuck.
potential, yeah, like it's a strong potential
But it's
place
what you meant, isn't
to
it?
check.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime some nonsense happens on campus, people trip over themselves
Oh,
accusing
shut up,
Abraxas.
Vin.
Vandalism, destruction of property, that's beneath
Oh
us.
my god. Loser!
Performers.
I love vandalism and destruction of property. I'm Chloe Price.
And I'll enable it because I'm Rachel Amber,
Yeah!
and somehow find a way for like my dad to not find out about it so that Chloe doesn't get in trouble.
Because we're experts. God, every time I see games that have dialogue pools where the characters just stare at each other and say nothing until the player chooses a response, I go a little bonkers. I don't mind it, but pausing all of the time during dialogue feels better to me. I think that's totally fair. You know what's funny is that I have had Life is Strange brain rot since 2015, but playing Telltale games
Where they do actually
Where they-
just pause.
where they're timed,
Yeah.
I prefer that experience.
It definitely feels better. And I think there are also a few times where, like, even though it was timed and you hadn't run out of time yet, someone commented on the fact that it took you a while to come to say something as well. Which was quite cool. I quite liked that as a mechanic.
Yeah, I think accessibility-wise, maybe being able
Yeah.
to turn it off, but also you can always pause.
Yeah.
To be honest. But I do prefer it. That's all. I think I prefer it as well. I don't mind this, but I think I do prefer that. If only the audience knew that. I just want to be a bitch. I don't remember what he said.
He was saying everyone trips over themselves to blame
Yeah.
the Abraxas. They are about drama and theatricality. They're not about like vandalism.
Yeah, I would go with maybe I would go with there was some.
Yeah,
like,
I think if only
accusing.
the audience knew that, it's like being too much on his side.
Yeah, agree.
I'm like,
okay.
no.
Certainly seemed performative.
And anonymous. What would even be the point?
True, I guess that is a good point.
What
Besides,
even is the point of
how do you
Abraxas?
get
Well,
a
yeah.
skull through a
But
windshield?
more like the fact that it's anonymous. Like,
Hold on. I didn't say anything about our
I was
windshield,
about to say, why are you
Why?
talking about a windshield?
right?
I'd love to keep chatting.
I love when people, like,
And if I
Trip up.
need to reach
trip
you,
up.
I'll end up in my office eventually.
Okay, fucking Vin.
You know what's funny though?
what did you
As well, is that we were talking about in previous streams that like you have a boy and a girl that you can kiss in the game, and they're both white. Curse, the male and female love interest, and they're both white. Curse of Life is Strange games.
I think the problem for me is that both Vin and Amanda could be Asian.
Well, what I was gonna say is that it's just,
Oh, I see, sorry.
I was gonna
Sorry. I was going too ahead of time, I'm sorry.
All I was gonna say is that the curse is broken.
Oh, sorry. I'll shut up.
What does them being Asian have to do with it?
No, I thought I was correcting you on the fact that they're not white, because I thought you were saying something else. It's alright, I'm being stupid. Ignore me. I'm sorry.
Why would I say that?
I don't know.
That's crazy.
I don't know. That's why I was like, huh? I'm sorry.
I can't believe you think that I think that they're white.
I'm sorry. Well, we were having the discussion about Amanda, but
yeah.
I think Vin is pretty.
Vin is definitely not.
Yeah. Sorry.
Okay, so objectives: speak to Living World Vin in the admin building. Okay, so why am I just following him?
Yeah, I don't want to.
My first experience was going from Fallout New Vegas to 4, and New Vegas's dialogue was already better in every single possible way. Yes, but having time to think, what would I like to say to the Caesar cosplayer just felt good.
I still have questions for that guy.
I'm going to very quickly go to the bathroom.
Hello, everyone.
Hey, I've got another cheese string.
We're
and
back.
We've got Baby Bells.
With several Baby Bell cheeses. New message from Platypus Facts.
Hell yeah.
Which we signed up to. Platypus Facts. Hello?
Where is she?
Where's she?
Is it only in one of the timelines?
Maybe, but if we got the notification, it would have been in this timeline.
Yeah, you'd have thought. Huh.
Boo. Okay.
Boo.
Objectives. We're going to the admin building, which I think is not there. I'm figuring it out. There we go.
You're making connections.
I like the goose patch on her sleeve. Yes. I agree. We love the goose patch and we love the goose hat
honestly
as well.
love the little goose. It makes me so happy.
We went to a museum.
Time to follow up with Vin about that windshield slip. Let's see if I can't make this canary sing.
I just stand in there.
Mama, can you hear me?
Sorry, quickly. We went to this museum yesterday. We saw some old, like, anti-feminist propaganda, which is, like, actually really slay. It's like, there's, like, this goose, and she's yapping to all the other geese.
Fucking love her.
And it's like, oh, this goose is yapping about feminism or something. Oh. And we were like...
I took a picture.
And we were like, we love and stan this goose. I don't know what you're talking about.
This queen.
Telltale games have some fun responses to silence, though half the time silence is just a dialogue skip. Yeah, there are some good and interesting responses to silence. It's a shame when they're not.
Great suffrage demonstration. Miss Hissy addresses a meeting of the Goose's social and political union. Every proper goose should have her own propaganda. That was my impression of the goose.
Was that your attempt at
I'm the goose.
Yeah, but where are you from?
Good question. I mean, I was thinking sort of Londonish. Propaganda.
Dan's replacement platypus bag. Thank you, Dan. Oh. Some of them wear fedoras and beat up evil scientists in the tri-state area. They do indeed. Mm-hmm. Yeah, one of the things I enjoy about Telltale as well is the silence option.
Sometimes Max shouldn't speak. It's so true. Oh, hello. Oh. What's that coffee spill?
I really hope that's just coffee.
The way it was like outlined, I genuinely thought someone had outlined it in chalk for a minute.
Oh.
Someone thinks they're funny.
No, don't remove it.
No, I'm not going to remove that. Fuck the institution.
Yeah.
La la la, running around.
I should head over to admin. Cozy.
We will. Don't worry about it. I'm just, seeing if there's extra stuff. Not removing that.
I'm going to call you Pauline. Have you been watered?
I love how into watering plants Maxine is now.
I know. I mean, after the whole Lisa...
all her bullshit.
Lisa thing, you know? Okay, we went in there. So... ooh, pink coat.
This must belong to someone flashy. And forgetful. And cold.
What's this?
Stress relief kiosk.
Therapist's business card? I'll bet some folks on the other side could use that.
Fair.
took a stress relief card. I'm sure that will come in handy.
That'll do it.
I'm sure that card will relieve my stress.
Well, no, she's meaning like she could give that to someone on the other side of the thing who
right.
upset.
I mean, I know that that's gonna be the game design's use of the.
I know,
but I was doing it. But
I see.
Silly. It just wasn't very funny.
It's okay. We don't.
It's like her eyes
Doesn't always
follow
have to
you
be.
wherever you go. This is nice and all, but there's an actual barista just next door.
Yeah, but
All right, you weirdo.
efficiency.
Speak to you.
That seems like a mobile phone to me.
You found it. Kudos.
Max.
Sorry to startle. Just that was good luck finding it so fast.
Suspicious.
Oh, right. Yeah, I'm such an idiot. I just left it on my desk.
I don't believe
It's
you.
been that kind of
I don't
day.
believe him for a fucking second.
Okay, we gotta try and catch him in a lie.
Another one.
About the drink, let's ask. Oh, should we ask about the phone first?
Yeah.
Did something happen to your phone while it was lost?
Yes, another lie.
Huh? Oh, no, it's fine. I just can't get it unlocked.
Oh, they've changed the password.
It's gonna lock if I get it wrong again.
This smells like bullshit. Okay, no, we should be more tactful than that.
You don't
You
remember,
don't remember your code?
That's so
Wait.
weird.
You can't remember your own code?
I am like extremely hungover. You're lucky I can remember who you are.
You seemed fine out on the quad.
I set the code to the year some old fucking magician scientist died. Slipped my mind.
Magician scientist?
Abraxas shit. I must have thought it was cool at the time.
They were talking about codes.
Can
the
you
two
just-
guys that were staring at Diamond.
I don't know. I'm not at my best right now.
Sure. Vin is definitely hiding something. Getting into that cell phone is my best shot at finding out what. Too hungover to remember a passcode? Jeez. Good thing I know another Vin.
Speak to Dead World Vin about his passcode. Let's do that. Every time I open the screen and it says dead, it gets me. Oh.
No. Don't tell them that. No. Listen. Can you stall the board? Stall them. I'll be there as soon as I can. Absolutely I am. No.
The board are trying to like fuck her over
Well,
on something.
yes, I should be taking off because my fucking child is dead, but I don't think that's an option.
Curious. Snapshot.
Pick a card, any card. Or whatever.
Yeah. I think you got it.
That double exposure is
that was cool.
That's actually pretty cool double exposure. He looks kind of like he's trying to read my mind. Do you think he can?
Is he doing tarot?
Oh my god, is he?
Oh, Max. It's just you.
Mental collection of baby boxes.
What can I
I feel
do
there's
for?
a slight blue filter
Oh.
on the Dead World and a slight yellow
He's
filter on the
drunken.
Live World.
Yeah.
Are you drunk?
Yeah.
Are you pouring whiskey into your coffee?
Yes.
Well,
Any particular reason why?
World is a fuck, etc.,
well, it's
etc.
a fuck.
Join me.
No.
No.
I won't be doing
How many
that.
of those do you have?
Ooh, just don't check the recycling.
Okay.
Is this about Safi?
No. I don't think it is.
Safi.
She's
Everything is
dead.
about Safi
Come on,
nowadays. This isn't
Vin is
about
not
Safi.
him, right? No,
Max,
we
this
don't like Vin.
It's about you and me.
I don't feel
Right.
strongly about it,
Come on.
but
No, I don't like him.
really like
Illicit
him.
day drinking with your coworkers is sexy.
Ew, no.
Sexy, Max.
This is inappropriate.
It's quite inappropriate.
He's her colleague.
Don't be sexy.
Don't be sexy.
I think I'll pass on the sexiness.
His action will have consequences.
Ooh. Yes.
Be patient, there's a lot more to him. I mean,
Hey,
We'll see.
doubt.
can I ask for something kind of weird?
Ooh, I don't do foot stuff.
Stop flirting with me.
Shut up.
Yeah. Well, there goes my Friday night. Vin does owe me a favor.
You know what's funny? Remember when I was playing Telltale's The Walking Dead and I immediately clocked Lewis constantly flirting with Clementine as an avoidance thing?
Yeah, this is literally this.
This is literally that. And it's annoying.
Hit him with the... I love Adam plays a game. Be patient, there's a lot more to him. Boopy doo. Hit him with the lamp.
I love you, Dan.
So true.
Call it in or save it for later. What does that mean?
The favour that he owes her.
Should we save the favor for later? I don't think we need a favor right now.
Well, to get the passcode, but maybe there's a way if we look in the on the desk, because the desk had a little thingy. I don't know. I say so. Yeah, save it for later. You never know. I'm sure he's got some fucked up shit.
I have a question. Do you
Favor
know
saver.
anything about a dead magician scientist?
Jack Parsons, occultist rocket scientist.
Oh, maybe.
She's like, you loser.
What about him?
Nothing, really. I just...
They killed him, you know. Just like JFK.
Okay. She's like,
What, year did that happen?
Hey. Any more questions and I'll have to charge you.
Okay, so we need to know the year that...
Right.
but that, yeah, I mean,
Of
that's
course.
just, we know now. But
Well,
yeah, there's
we
like
need to
a
figure
mess
out
on
the
his
year.
desk.
Jack Parsons. Surely this place has a book on it. Those look like they should
Oh,
be
maybe
in
not.
a file folder somewhere.
Hold on. Ask about the hedgehog.
Aw, poor little guy. What happened to you?
Okay. The sound glitches are so
I
strange.
know.
I think we all feel a bit busted sometimes.
Wow, insightful.
Wow.
Those look
Okay,
like
yeah,
they
yeah.
should be in a file folder somewhere.
Recycling.
Jeez. Somebody robbed an
Oh,
airport
it's his
lounge.
little mini balls.
Okay, so I don't think we have any information about that.
No,
event
okay.
yet. Acting award.
Is that what I think it is?
My acting award? Why, yes. Yes, it is.
See you later, Adam.
She said something about it maybe being in the library, so maybe we should go.
Tarot.
to that.
He is doing tarot.
Yeah.
The library might have a book on Jack Parsons.
Cannot see. I see a sword straw
What
in
if
the
you
middle.
look? Would it? There you go.
We've got. Oh no, we've got the magician.
What
Wheel
do
of
they mean?
Fortune 9 of something.
It's called...
Yeah, he's doing a
Three-card
3-card pull. So the magician is
this one.
past.
right
Okay,
off
we
my
get it.
past. The magician.
He's explaining.
It means
Well,
I'm exceptionally
Not well.
You already knew that about me.
That's your interpretation. So a 3-card spread, past, present, future, and in tarot generally you are asking the deck a question. So he is looking for some kind of guidance from the deck.
Yeah.
My present, the 9 of Wands. Upside down like that, it means I'm exhausted, feeling vulnerable, and, well, guilty as charged.
Well, he's giving his interpretation.
And my future, the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, aka the fuck around and find out card. I think I'm about to find
What
out.
did you fuck around on?
The Wheel of Fortune in reverse.
There's
Also,
there's a blue
butterfly.
butterfly and a white owl, which was what we saw just before Sophie died. The photo she took. Well, an owl. I don't know if white owl specifically, but an owl.
Wheel of Fortune reverse. So I feel that Wheel of Fortune right side up usually wants you to have faith in like chance, to take a chance, to take an opportunity. Wheel of Fortune reversed maybe implies the opposite.
Yeah.
Sure, whatever. I don't know tons about Nine of Wands, and then you got the Magician right side up.
Foreboding.
Fear of the future.
Yes.
The spice of life, Max.
In my experience, we tend to cause the exact thing we're trying to avoid.
Where were you last week?
I don't know what his question was, but it seems that he's being advised
last week
he's being advised to, or I would interpret his guidance as like that he needs to plan or factor in the fact that he's exhausted or overstretched, perhaps in relation to Abraxas.
Yeah.
That would, from what we've got, we don't have tons,
No.
but that would be my reading. Okay, it's a library.
The library. Jim Parsons.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just always gonna respond badly to like male characters who are incessantly flirting with me.
Fair.
To be honest.
Yeah, same.
Okay,
honestly.
Encyclopedia. Do you have a certain occultist
Leave me
rocket
alone.
scientist for me?
Magnetism, cold spots, lack of fauna. Do I have to spell it out?
No Jack Parsons here.
Okay. So yeah, I just guess we just look around the various books we can look at. There we go.
Science is magic.
Jack Parsons.
Isaac Newton.
Yeah. Science is magic.
Isaac Newton. Wrong scientist guy.
I know that one. Witchcraft.
Come on.
Sex, drugs, and occult rituals.
Slay.
Aleister Crowley.
Nope.
Nope.
Okay, I mean, this detective work is fine.
Yeah.
Pretty sure Myvin said Jack Parsons was an occultist.
Hey.
Here we go. June 16th, 19... June 17th, oh my god.
Sorry.
Why are you apologizing?
I was just like, just so we don't fuck it up later.
June 17th, 1952. Okay. Well, it might autofill, but...
Yeah, but just in case we fucked it up somehow, I just wanted to make sure it was on record. I think it's hilarious and impressive that Life is Strange has made me hate every male love interest.
You're so... Yeah.
Real.
Looks like this Ven is taking
Okay,
a break.
well, we know
Where's
the
your
answer now.
phone? Oh, I need to go to the
So
other.
we have to go to the other.
That's right. Where's my... There we go. Whoosh.
Zapping over.
Your hair physics every time that happens.
Mm-hmm.
Where's your phone?
There
Snoop.
we go. Snoop.
Tarot cards.
Oh, what are his tarot
I
cards in
guess
this one?
other Ven was looking for answers too.
Oh.
Huh.
He still pulled
Cards
the
are
magician.
different here.
He still pulled the magician for his past
Yeah.
card, which I think implies that his question is something relating
It's
to
the
Abraxas.
same question, yeah.
The Queen of Swords, a card representing a fierce woman with quick wit and incoming judgment.
So,
the
diamond.
suit...
Well, it could,
potentially-
as in
I mean,
it could be.
It could be diamond. So this
That's
is
how
the,
I'm interpreting.
Yeah, this card is the present. It's hard to, without knowing his question, it's hard to know. But
But if it's to do with the Braxis,
the suit of swords is, so each suit is related to an element. So like wands is related to fire, and swords is related to air, which you would know from astrology that air is like the element of like intellect and the mind. So this suit usually has something to do with like like intellect or the mind. So yeah, quick wit, incoming judgment.
Even Ryan from True Colours, yes.
Sorry, not a fan of Ryan from True Colours.
Yeah,
which we
Sara
also talk
also
about.
has an essay on that.
Yeah, in our 2-hour video essay on Life is Strange True Colours, over on our video essay channel, I do talk a little bit about why I'm not a Ryan fan. I don't feel as strongly anti-Ryan as I do some
I think
of the others,
he's like...
I don't like him as a love interest for Alex.
No, not as specifically not as a love interest. I think he's okay, But yeah, I don't like. I think he's like a semi-okay friend who needs to work through some shit. But I definitely don't think he's a good love interest.
Yeah, for sure. And I think he could have been a really interesting character.
Says, I was so happy for queer options in LIS 2, and then
I met Finn. Okay, and then the Tower is a card of shock and change, chaos and upheaval. This is one of my favorite tarot cards. People know that I have a huge tattoo of this on my leg. Anyway, this version of the Tower, I'm kind of surprised that they didn't put the all-seeing eye in this version, because almost every classical version of this card has the Eye of God or the all-seeing eye in the card. And so you usually have the all-seeing eye, but you also have which is like gazing upon the catastrophic destruction of the tower, and the tower is on fire. But you also have a crown falling from the tower, which is those things are very like heavily symbolic, because the crown falling from the tower, I mean, it usually symbolizes some kind of the crown and the tower itself. They symbolize some kind of institution or structure of power, which is being destroyed by the tower. And this is a very intense card, but the destruction wrought by the tower is not something inherently negative. Because the destruction wrought by the tower might create opportunities for kind of like new growth. You know, kind of the way that we talk about like the Arcadia Bay like being destroyed ending, and how it's like this enormous upheaval that is
just it could be cleansing, but it could also be it's destructive, but it could be cleansing kind of thing.
Yes,
cleansing is maybe not the word, but you know what I mean, like kind of
yeah. So this could be relating to Araxis, it could be relating to the university, and the Queen of Swords might represent someone that he should turn to for guidance, but it could also just represent that he needs to demonstrate good judgment. And is the tower like warning that some kind of upheaval is necessary, or is it warning against some kind of upheaval? It's hard to say. So those are a few things about those cards.
So Cos says, as in to write about Ryan. Yeah, he's a fine friend. He's loyal, and he wouldn't cause you harm, but not as a romantic partner. Faye said, I mean, I wouldn't say loyal, seeing as he turns on Alex so fast if the majority doesn't believe her.
Yes.
I mean, that is partly why we're not big fans of him as well, because, you know, the first time I played it, I did manage to get him on our side, but like finding out how hard that is, I was like, oh, that's crazy. Yeah, no.
Especially when Steph is like unconditionally supportive.
Yeah, like even if you aren't on good terms with her, she'll support you,
because it's the right thing to do.
Yeah. But I just thought it was funny.
Very macabre chic. But I guess that's Ben's brand. Looks like Ben takes it black.
Stop. Why is she saying these lines like that?
Girl.
Sweet. Now he can unlock his phone.
I'll do that in a sec.
Wow. Yasmin wiped out her whole schedule for this disciplinary hearing of Gwen's. Yikes.
Sorry, go back to the calendar in a sec.
Aw, what a cute little guy. Huh. This one's not broken. He won a drama award. Shocker.
So, in the living timeline, he didn't break that joke.
Yeah.
Wow. Yasmin
before his lunch meeting with Union.
Gwen's. Yikes.
But then that would have been...
Solidarity forever, for the Union makes us strong.
I hope this is the right code.
Oh yeah, no, it just auto does it. That's fine.
Good.
Success. I'm sorry, Vin. I know this is a brutal misuse of powers, but
Maxine,
I need to know if you have
this is what you do
to do with this. Food pics, mirror selfie, shirtless mirror selfie.
Don't get all giggly at that.
They're trying so hard to convince me that Max Caulfield is bisexual.
Sophie. There's a lot.
Oh.
The following gameplay contains mentions of sex.
Okay.
Lot of Sophie in here. I didn't get the impression they were close. Oh my god.
Oh no.
Wow, that is really close. Who even were you, Sophie?
Yeah, I know. I was like, dude, I thought you were a lesbian.
What happened there?
No, I think that Safi having bisexual girl energy was in the realm of possibility.
Yeah, I see that.
I mean,
But also,
you know,
I really thought I
combat.
could help.
She's always there. She's always there.
Sometimes I feel like you advocate for lesbianism more than I do. And it's funny because so often I'm like, I mean, in my ideal world, everyone's a lesbian, but so often I'm trying to be like, no, I'm an ally. I'm an ally to bisexuals. I love you. I support you. And I'm trying to be like, okay, no, I have to be a good ally.
Maybe I'm doing the same.
And then you're like...
Maybe I'm doing the same, but for lesbians. Like, how do you consider that?
I hadn't.
But also, sometimes I'm right. And I often am. So...
But
it's also
so
like,
funny.
I notice comp het because I do experience attraction to men. So when I feel like someone is attracted to men or like is
so you
overcompensating an attraction to men, I'm like,
That makes sense because I guess that you would be more able to like recognize the difference in a sense, maybe. Because like for me, sometimes I'm like, I mean, I definitely feel like I often recognize comp het, but I don't really know what real attraction to men is.
This is it. So it's like it's hard to sometimes tell because the way someone's behaving can because it is like an act, right? It is a certain internalized act that like lesbians have to perform in a lot of ways, or feel they have to perform. I think there is a certain amount of like they're always going to be good at the Debs thing of like they're going to be good liars and they're going to be good at like performing a certain kind of like attraction to men, whereas I guess I can go, that's not what I would say as a person
who actually is attracted to men. That makes sense. That does make sense.
I don't know.
The Debs thing, TLDR, for people who haven't seen Debs, great movie, you should watch it, is that like the Debs are like a super secret spy organization. There's a secret test in the SAT which tests your suitability to enter Debs, and no one knows what it measures. And then near the end of the movie, one of the main characters is like, so what does the secret test measure? And she's like, she falls in love with a woman, by the way, and then everyone tells her to like deny that it happened, and because she's her like rival and stuff. And then the Debs guy is like,
actually Holland Taylor says.
No, it's
is it not?
No, it's the guy.
Oh, is it? Oh, that would have been more iconic if it's Holland Taylor, but okay.
Because says the test scores your ability to lie. You are a perfect liar, which is to say you are 110% a lesbian. Sorry, chat is popping off.
Okay, we've got just people laughing at Max being like, ooh, a shirtless selfie. To be fair, she could have just been like, I don't know how to feel about looking at that. So discussion of the fact that Ryan picks his dad. I mean, yeah, I do understand that. I empathize with it, but I think when the evidence is so clearly like Alex is literally like visibly injured and like I don't know, there's just something about that situation like that really annoys me because I think the evidence is so clear and I can understand it. I can even understand it being like confusing and being like, I need the facts before I make a decision, but like he fully is just like, no, Alex, you're a liar, and it's like, that's not
Yeah, it's like, I don't even necessarily think it's like bad writing for his character. It just means that I don't really like his character. But it's one of a few things that I don't like about him. Because like, I guess one of the things I talk about in my video essay a lot is that like everything is about him and his emotions in his relationship with Alex. And when it comes to the Jed thing, like I can understand being confusing, especially because he idolizes his father so much. But I think that like he makes that decision based on how many of the townspeople support
which
Alex,
is not really
doesn't speak well to someone's character.
No, like it's not about like he doesn't know her that well. It is literally based on whether the other people in the town. It just doesn't really show someone who has a backbone. Let's put it that way. I don't know.
I don't think that I mean, I don't think that we can say categorically whether Max is bisexual or not, because it's like mechanically in the game she can flirt with men or women, but that does not necessarily a bisexual character make necessarily.
And I think also, just to note, I am bisexual, and I think obviously we can have the conversation about like erasure of bisexuals. I think that is something we can talk about, but I think within games, I am broadly very unsatisfied with the way most games honestly, show or like try and navigate bisexuality. It actually pisses me off because I think often it doesn't feel like it doesn't feel like a bisexual experience. It feels like an empty experience that is purely just, which one do I pick? Like most, even Life is Strange games, like the way that Alex talks about sexuality, it does, and no, the way particularly, okay, the good example of this actually is Life is Strange 2, where if Sean romances Cassidy and not Finn, he has, instead of having a conversation with his dad about like, I think I'm bisexual, or I think I've dated a boy, or whatever kind of comes out to his dad, he has a completely different conversation. So he's not like, it doesn't to me feel like an authentic bisexual experience, because he is not bisexual if you pick Cassidy. Do you know what I mean? Like, it never is written into the game that he is bisexual. It is
that you
purely
can explore that either way.
Yeah, and it is just like, as in, he could have said like, I think I'm bisexual, because like there are points where like Finn flirts with him and he's visibly like, ooh, you know, even if you're not controlling that.
Yeah, and I guess it's that like these games, they don't give you the opportunity to like, being bisexual or even being a lesbian is not dependent on like who you do or don't sleep with or flirt with.
Yeah.
And it's that, right? It's like within games, it's like
simplify it. To me, it erases bisexuality by acting like these are good indications of bisexuality, because it's like, that's not, it's not just I pick one thing or other or both.
Yeah.
It's like there is an actual like cultural like an actual social experience of being bisexual
experience
that doesn't get reflected in
and it's not
stories.
and I would strongly argue that it's not within the choice or ability or potentiality of romancing either both men or women. So the fact that like, so what people often take for granted is like a character like Max, she can flirt with Warren, she can flirt with Chloe, she can flirt with blah blah blah. That means this character is bisexual. But as we know, lesbians, and I'm a lesbian, can flirt with men, sleep with men, kiss men. I've done all of that.
It doesn't make you any less of a lesbian. It's just you were dealing with compet.
Yeah, and equally there are bisexuals who have only been with the opposite gender.
Yeah.
Or like not their own gender,
and that doesn't stop them from being bisexual.
That doesn't mean they're not bisexual. So I think that so all of this is very important to say, is that when we categorically like say that means that character is bisexual, then we're really reducing both what being a lesbian and what being a bisexual means.
100%. And I think it just also, I mean, the way we read Max specifically as a lesbian is because there are specific textual aspects of Life is Strange 1 that show a discomfort with men, with being attracted to men, with being scared of men. I mean, literally the entire, like, last episode nightmare sequence is about, like, Max being terrified of most of the men or pretty much all of the men in her life. And, like, there's just a particular experience that speaks to that is compet. Like, that is compet. And so it's all very well and good having these romance options, but also the game never tells us, and the devs never truly tell us.
Yeah,
like there's never been an actual confirmation of like Max is bisexual. It's always been very much it's up to your interpretation by devs, etc.
And with this game, I mean, we've talked a lot about how we feel like this game would have worked better if it was an original character and like a totally original story, because this version of Max just feels sometimes like a different character.
Yeah.
And the way that they have written her sexuality in this game does read as bisexual, which is why we have said the bisexualification of Max Caulfield.
Yeah.
Because she is independent of our choices within this text expressing attraction to men.
Yeah.
But we're expressing that feels weird and like a misunderstanding of her character that was written
given
in
what we
first
saw
game.
in the first game. Yeah. So I think it is important to note that, like, Max is not a person. She's not real. Obviously, if we were erasing like a real person's like
sexuality
experience and saying, no, I don't think they're bisexual, and they were like, hey, no, I'm bisexual, that's is erasure.
Totally
Obviously. But I think, again, like, we have never been told what Max actually like identifies as, and we also don't, and I mean, it's the same with Chloe. Like, I think that's also up for like discussion.
Interpretation, yeah.
But that's the thing, it's interpretation. This is fiction, and that's okay. And like, it's the same way that I can happily watch like things where people are like, I'm told someone's straight in a like fictional TV show, and I'm still like, no, that's a lesbian. That's straight up a lesbian. And I think that's straight up a bisexual person. Like, I think that that is open to discussion, and it's not about erasing someone's bisexuality because it's not a person, it's a character.
It's a character,
and I think
where
that's
there's
more
that
complicated.
kind of, where there's that kind of ambiguity and we're reading the text.
So sorry,
as a pansexual, big agree. It's fairly obvious to me when a closeted lesbian is forcing themselves to like men, and vice versa for closeted gay men and non-binary people. And when it's written character, it's much more obvious.
Yeah. I mean, it's different when you're in, like, for instance, like, I think I used the example of Bethesda games, right? So you're
with like a character avatar,
like your own avatar that you've created.
Yeah.
I think that's very different to when it's like an established character who has actual, like, an actual personality that isn't just like a void. Yeah, that you can't control the personality. You can only control, like, maybe what they say in the moment, like we do here with Max. Like, yeah. Back on Ryan, it's the thing about him siding with the majority. He's a sheep. Him not wanting to believe his dad is a bad person is one thing, but he literally makes that decision based on how many people side with that.
Yeah, we said that.
And yeah, Adam agrees. On a personal level, I was very upset about the betrayal. Yeah, that makes sense. Yes, player sexual is the term. We are aware of it.
Well, just to clarify, like, player sexuality generally refers to non-player characters.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because the non-player character that is like a romance option.
Yeah.
What it means is that
there's
the sexuality
more NPC sexual rather than
yeah. So the sexuality of that non-player character is designed around the presumed desire of the player. So examples I usually talk about there are like Liliana in Dragon Age is like, you can, as the player character, you can romance her as a man or you can romance her as a woman. But I often think that that's weird because so much of her like player interactions, like, she reads as a lesbian.
Yeah.
So to me, that's like a player sexual character that's not necessarily one that I would read as bisexual. But I think with regards to like player characters, it's a bit different, which is why we started kind of using that term mechanical bisexuality.
Yeah, rather than like,
it's like the game mechanic is this like kind of, you can romance a man or a woman, but that doesn't necessarily mean that character is bisexual or should always be played as bisexual.
Dean's comment.
At Dan's?
Dan, sorry.
That's okay.
It's because I read... Yeah, never mind. For me, Max is a lesbian because she walked up to me IRL and said, "Hello, Dan. I'm a lesbian and I love women." And I said, "Thank you for telling me, my good friend Max Caulfield from Life is Strange. I shall protect you with my life and this big sword I have." Like Riley in Inside 2.
Riley in Inside Out 2.
Yeah, I haven't watched it yet, but she's a lesbian.
Riley in Inside Out 2.
She's gay. I don't know if I haven't seen it. So
I actually watched Inside Out 2 a while ago, and I wouldn't necessarily say lesbian based on what we get from the text, but she definitely like shows, like, I don't know, interest or attraction in like a more than just friend way with another girl.
Yeah.
I don't think that we see her necessarily like being particularly disinterested in boys, but I would have to rewatch the first movie. But she's a lot younger in the first movie, so I don't know. But she definitely likes girls.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
That's an interesting take, actually, Adam. Personally, if they wanted to explore the aftermath of the first game, I would have preferred making Victoria the POV character.
I think that could have been fun.
That could have been cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a spin-off game.
Yeah. Well, kind of like with Steph in True Colors /
That's okay,
Witness.
Adam. That's totally fine.
Yeah, it's fine. I also made that mistake. So
Yeah,
I literally made that mistake in saying, "Hey, yeah, that we've talked about that."
An easy way to remember it is like if your sexuality is
the player,
then you're probably not the player.
Yeah. Probs not. Shall we?
The following gameplay contains mentions of sex.
Sex.
Poke around a little, figure out who has it out for Sophie. Bada bing, bada boom.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Bada bing, bada boom. Did she spend some time in New York?
I'm Max Caulfield.
Max Caulfield.
You gotta get my cigarette.
I'm
walking
here.
Lucas,
I'm Max Caulfield here.
Vin and Sophie sleeping together. Gwen killing Sophie's book
Yeah,
deal.
this is all crazy.
I have no idea what any
To
of
be
it
fair,
means.
yeah. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
What is
The
going
worst
on?
part is, I can't even talk to you about any of it.
Unless...
Famous Italian American Max Caulfield.
I won't be able to save you.
I'm
Again.
Italian.
Whatever I do, it's going to turn out worse than I could even imagine.
Get the fuck off me! I can't breathe.
Reggie? What the fuck is going on?
I think Loretta should surrender the trans flag jacket. She doesn't deserve it.
So true.
Everyone stay back. Give him some space.
Weird.
He's having a panic attack or something.
I'm not fucking crazy. I know what I saw up there.
Everyone fuck off. It's really funny.
I mean, we could just be like that.
Mean lesbian.
But would you rather say everything's under control, or we just... Max Caulfield is a mean lesbian.
And also, like, I find it so fucking funny that she's a teacher in this situation. Like, she is
Everybody fuck off.
authority. Thank you, yeah. I was just gonna get into the, like, everything's under control would just be so fucking funny.
I like playing Max as mean.
Can you run and get him some water?
First depiction of a realistic panic attack.
You okay, Reggie?
That was a Disney joke, sorry.
Am I okay?
They kept being like, this game features a realistic depiction of a panic attack. And I was just like, girl.
Reggie, up where?
The fucking overlook. Yes, I know. I shouldn't have been up there. I'm a fucking idiot.
Max is like, no, I'm not mad.
I'm not mad.
I don't even know what he said, but I'm not mad.
It's okay. I'm not mad. I just want to know what you were doing up there.
Remember in your seminar how you said we should
No.
take photos of things that scare us?
Bless him.
Well, A+ for following directions, then.
She's like, yeah, well, this is my fault, I guess.
Now, you want to tell me what you saw?
I saw myself.
Oh, no.
Another me. Walking around, working on the puzzle box, the one that I gave you earlier.
She's fucking
What
up
did
the
this
timelines.
Other you
I wasn't gonna
Classic
fucking talk to him. I
Max
fucking ran,
Caulfield.
Max.
So that's maybe what
Tell
happened
anyone
with
what you saw? Did you tell?
Lucas as well,
Yes.
Loretta.
with his
Potentially.
kid.
Thank you.
Like another him.
Yeah.
Did that.
Can you take Reggie to the infirmary? Sure thing, Miss Caulfield.
Miss Caulfield. That's so
See you
funny.
later, yeah? Just make sure he's all right.
Miss Caulfield.
Thanks, Max.
Yeah.
I don't like that. No, that's Maxine.
No,
that's my daughter
Max.
Maxine.
I'm sorry. That's Maxine.
Maxine!
Again. We're all just
Time
in
to
the
go back
role
up there.
now.
Yeah.
Could you
can handle
scroll
this.
back? a
Yes,
little?
sorry.
That's okay. You don't have to apologize. Okay.
He's not just gonna let me by, is he?
Ba 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 ba.
I'm currently on codeine, so my brain isn't optimized for doing words good. So real. I'm not on codeine and I'm still like that. But for me, it's like how every time I play Fallout 4, if I'm playing as Nora, I will absolutely romance Piper, and she and I will go on adventures across the wasteland together. But if I'm playing as Nate, then romancing her just feels off. Like, Piper is so incredibly lesbian-coded, even though Bethesda did not do that intentionally.
Piper feels like a lesbian to me. I love a Piper romance. I really enjoy Kate, though. Kate is my Fallout 4 chosen romance. Because she's Irish.
I'll say. Yeah, right. I get it.
And she's a drug addict, and I can fix her.
Oh, okay, Slay.
That's her whole plot. They deal with it really badly, but
of course.
I still love her.
Adam says, it doesn't go as far as I want, but this game does take the privacy violations a little more seriously than previous games. That's good to know. Interested to see more of that. Dan says, Reggie looks like Connor from Detroit Become Human.
Derogatory. Why Sam was younger in the show. Sam... Which show? Sam from which show? I'm not sure.
I don't know.
The content warnings are really good. Yep.
Man jump scared by a mirror. In the show.
Oh, in the show.
I don't know what show, but yes.
You still don't know what show. I'm sorry.
Kate
is my
Jay wife. Born. Kate is so very bi and a disaster. I love her so much.
I love Kate a lot. I haven't played for a while, so I couldn't categorically tell you about anyone's sexuality in Fallout 4. Cool. Because it's been a while since I've played. I am going to replay at some point though. Maybe on stream, because it's really it's a game. It's a game.
It sure is.
When will you learn that your actions have consequences?
Honestly, that kid really did something for the culture in that.
He did something for the Life is Strange fandom. Reach the crime scene, find a way around the cop. Oh god, we're going to talk to a cop.
Crime scene.
I'm wondering if we're winding down to the end of the episode.
Yeah, it's starting to feel like maybe we are.
PSA to all my Abenaki friends. Since a pipe burst at the reservation's cultural center...
Oh shit, she's native. Maybe.
Perhaps. The Turtle will be hosting this month's beading workshop, RSVP to make sure you get supplies. I was afraid we'd have to cancel. Thanks for getting us the space. My pleasure. When I was a kid, I loved the beading and finger weaving workshops my grandma ran for Cherokee kids back in so I think she is native.
Yeah.
It's a shame she's so annoying.
But that makes sense because there was like a native art spotlight.
There was,
which does feel performative and liberal, but
it's like, it doesn't necessarily mean that she is native, but
no,
as in like anybody could do that, but yeah. Taylor, still I owe you one. Just buy my ticket to the next house show I want to go to, and we're even. Izzy, oh shoot, I almost forgot. Thanks for the reminder. Chloe Post. I've been to Prague, Vancouver, Buffalo, but my best memories of snow were back in Arcadia Bay during the holidays with my family. Victoria, I understand how you feel. I barely have any old photographs of our holidays together. The storm took those too. Chloe, I wanted to get the fuck out of this place so bad, and now I wish I had a home to go back to. The shitty irony doesn't escape me. This is, again, contradictory writing, because they spent, Max was like, let's settle down and have a home. And Chloe was like, I'm gonna run around and travel. And so now the game's own writing is... Anyway.
It's just bad. Oh, fuck off.
My little man, Robbie, this is Lucas.
Oh, okay, that's
advanced to the debate nationals. I love you and I'm so proud.
Okay, that is cute.
Thanks, Dad. I hope you'll be in town. You're my priority. I'll be there. Go, Robbie. Lucas is always bragging about you in class. You got this, Robbie.
Okay, that is cute.
Yeah. Again, it's a shame that he's terrible.
Oh, we got to message Amanda again, I think. Or we don't have to. The platypus facts have come through now.
Almost forgot. Keep the salad in the fridge and it'll keep for a day or two. The bread a little longer. Bread in the fridge. Weirdo.
Ew.
I know. I promise it won't go bad. She should eat.
Yeah.
Hell yes! Welcome to Platypus Facts, the excellent science service you'll love forever. Did you know platypuses lay eggs like birds, but nurse their young like mammals? It's true. This has been another fun Platypus Fact.
I loved that. That was fun.
We have one journal page to catch up December 6th, I really stepped in it. Lucas isn't exactly the kind of guy I want gunning for me. What's the worst he's gonna do? Write a book about you?
Yeah.
I don't want to diagnose him with serial killer darkroom syndrome, but his vibes are all off. Safi doesn't like him, and I don't have any reason not to trust her instincts, and she deserves to know if someone is filing charges against her. Should I apologize, or maybe I'll just never speak to him again? That one.
Yeah.
Or hopefully he never speaks to me again, though it's unlikely. Caledon's a small world. It's so easy to run into people. I really don't need more enemies right now.
Yeah, I don't care. New cross talk.
Oh my god.
Oh no, it was literally just the notifications.
Oh, okay.
Find a way around the cop.
Okay.
Well, there wouldn't be a cop in the other universe.
Yeah, possibly that.
Universe, you know what I mean? Timeline. Yeah, there was a thing there.
A thing here?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's talk to him first.
Okay.
Could you scroll?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Okay.
Okay.
It's a game
There's
where
no
you
way
can
around that
roleplay
cop.
as an ex-member of the U.S. military, or a human rights lawyer, and whichever one you choose, you will forget that your baby was kidnapped. That's Fallout 4.
Yeah.
That's a good summary of Fallout 4.
Fair.
This is so fucking nope. This writing of Chloe is not good. We're with you, cuz.
Like she's fucking besties with Victoria. So
I know,
upsetting.
it's so jarring. And if Chloe and Victoria were besties, they it's not with outside of the realm of possibility.
Well, like, I can
but you
understand
could write
them
their
trauma
voices.
bonding.
Yeah. But you could write their voices and how they interact so much better.
Whereas it just feels like these are two randoms on Facebook who like are friends, but like they, you know, it doesn't. I don't know. They just don't feel like.
Remember when Max
they
used to be like exploring the internet in Arcadia Bay, and there would be like randomers on the internet,
Yeah.
like, talking about Arcadia Bay.
That's how it feels.
That's the vibe of that.
Yeah. Meanwhile, in New Vegas, you're a courier and you can smash Matthew Perry, and if you don't kill him, he tells you he's into feet. Forever immortalized.
Hence the superior game.
Yeah.
I put bread in the fridge because I always have toasties.
Correct. People also
I can't support putting bread in the fridge, but you do you.
I put it in the freezer to keep it for longer, but that's it. People also imposed some compare onto Ellie when all she did in The Last of Us 1 was be polite to avoid her age. I think I can see why they changed Sam to be younger in the show.
Ah, right.
Interesting. I see. Like, yeah, okay, it's been 10 years or however long, but Chloe and Victoria don't sound like themselves
exactly,
at all.
Yeah.
Victoria grew up, I guess, but yeah.
It just sounds out of character.
It's just not... Like, I feel like they would be... If they were friends, they would be doing a lot more, like, actual mocking of each other. Mm-hmm. As in, like, gentle ribbing of each other. Like, oh, you would say that.
Yeah. With the,
Because these are two... Like, this is an angry anarchist and a bitchy...
Like
gay.
a rich kid.
Like, yeah, bitchy
like
rich
a bitchy
kid. Like,
rich lesbian. Yeah, so with the Last of Us thing, briefly, disclaimer, I'm kind of a Last of Us hater. I talk a bit about this in my video essay on justice in games, which is on our YouTube channel. If you want the full version. But mostly it's because I find the game really uncomfortable and racist, and then I found out that Neil Druckmann was a huge racist and Zionist, which made complete sense. I was like, oh, that's why all of this stuff in the game was like felt weird and uncomfortable.
That'll do it.
But yeah, the thing is, ultimately, yeah, I remember Ellie meets Sam, who's like a boy her age, and literally they're just like friendly and nice.
Yeah, and then everyone was shipping.
But it's the thing is that literally, like, straight people will be like, a boy and a girl interact. Oh my god, they're in love, you know?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Okay, Dan. Okay, Dan. I look, I'm keeping it for longer. I'm trying not to waste my bread. Just... That's all I'm saying.
The thing is, I think you're both wrong because you just eat the bread.
I agree, but I don't work at home anymore, so I don't get that many opportunities to eat the damn bread.
Fair.
Sad.
Look.
There must be a way around this guy. Hey, I think I left some equipment on the overlook. Can I?
Sorry, miss. This area is secured.
Isn't this the observatory?
You'll have to wait.
Yeah, it is.
Wasn't
Boom.
Moses going to the observatory after him and Max chatted?
Better start heading up to the overlook.
I think so.
Hope there's a place to cross back over on the way.
And no cop in live.
But then how did he get
living
in?
girlfriend timeline?
Yeah.
I I guess a diamond, I guess the crown ain't worth much if the motherfucker wearing it keeps getting his shit took convent. Marlon, spoken like someone who clearly has no intention of being the head of Abraxas anytime soon or ever. Oh no, what will I do? I have to fight my own battles. Also, the name Marlon is unfortunately just associated with Telltale's The Walking Dead for me.
Yeah, sad.
Bad name. Shiloh, oh damn, trouble in Abraxas. Carrie, does it still count as a subtweet if you name the person in the post? Lucas, haters will crawl out of the woodwork to persecute you, but I've come too far to allow their bitterness to overwhelm me. Alexa, your fans support you. Lucas, I wouldn't be where I am today without them. Isabel, sounds difficult. I hope things get better for you.
Ick.
Oh yeah, Marlon is Nemo's dad. That is a much nicer association.
That is. Just readjusting. There we go. Cool.
Many uses for bread. Simply throw bread out your window at passersby. That's a waste of good bread, man. I could be eating that bread.
Yeah, that could be edible.
Compostable frisbee. I could be eating that bread. This is the thing. Candy.
This looks a lot like Sophie's favorite candy.
Because she's a heartstopper.
But hers is called Sour Cats, not Heartstoppers.
Oh.
This goes against everything I learned in horror movies, but I should check for more weird shit.
I mean, she was literally stabbed in the heart as well.
Yeah.
That's when you throw it at fascists, when it's stale and it's got green fluff on it.
Okay, true.
Fair.
True. The candy is bullets. Yeah, I was thinking that as well.
Has Max entered a dream sequence again?
I have some good news. It's big, but I can't tell you what it is. Why am I not at home wrapped up in a blanket burrito right now? Max. You have 24 hours before the world ends. What would you do?
Go into the other world so that the tree's not there.
Oh my god, is that gonna be it?
Yeah.
Invisible
what
walls.
other freaky shit
That's
is going
silly.
on.
That's so goofy.
That one's silly.
For God's sake.
From here, I should be able to make it up to the
The
overlook.
blue versus yellow filter is really something. Oh, hello.
Oh, there's a police line in this one, and then you've got to...
If I tamper with it, the cops
Just
will
climb
know.
over it, Max. Jesus fucking Christ.
Maxine, you don't have to keep doing this. This is probably not good for whatever the powers that be are. There was a thingy behind you.
Another one?
Yeah.
This is so silly.
Yup.
This is so goofy.
Yup.
Vibes here.
The vibes are way off. Yeah, well, it's maybe because you fucked up the timelines, bitch.
Yeah, now you're just crossing timelines because you won't climb over
Yeah!
a police barrier. You were fucking up time
Even
and space
Chloe
because
would be
you
like,
can't
hey,
just
maybe don't
hop
do
back.
that. It's not good for you.
Gwen? Well, let's check posts first.
Say what you will about his personality, but dude can compose an eloquent threat.
I'm sorry, Sinister Candy made me laugh. Yeah, as it should, to be honest. As a former teacher, there's no way Max has enough time off to be doing this. You're so right.
Unless she's on 0 hour, but she's been fired on day one.
No, it's because Yasmin is like weirdly obsessed with her. That's
I
why
think
she
it's
still has
also
her job.
like she's probably not actually doing like. I think she said she does like seminars, but I think it's like open seminars. I don't think it's necessarily like she has a schedule in that way.
Because she's an artist in residence.
So it's very vibes based. She's just like, I'm gonna do like a seminar once a week. Yeah, she's not really a teacher, but she sort of is a teacher. It's weird.
I hope you, from Lucas, I hope you realize the gargantuan can of worms you opened by sending that picture of the restraining order to Safi. I don't know, Lucas. Maybe that can needed to get opened. You armed my enemy, Max Caulfield. I will have no reprieve, and I pray you don't either. That's not really an eloquent threat.
No,
it's
it's
whatever.
just sort of dumb.
It's silly.
Last time I saw this Gwen, she was being escorted out of the
Oh god,
building.
aren't you
I
a
should
writer
ask
or
her about
something?
Sophie's book deal.
For real. Great jacket.
Gwen's little jacket, yeah.
I love her. The following gameplay contains depictions of drug use.
Hey, Gwen.
Just her smoking or
Smoking a blunt. No, it looks like a cigarette to me.
yeah. No,
it's a joint.
Okay.
It's a very neat joint.
They're not very good at animating a joint.
They're really bad at animating.
She is so hot. Look at her.
She is.
Take the joint.
Really hot.
Okay, you don't have to. Sorry, I just realised like the implications of going. Take the joint, Sara. Take the joint.
That's fine. It's a video game.
Yeah, I know.
And she's a different person from me.
I know this, but still, I just realised that was a little hostile.
I appreciate it. I think Max having a little blunt with Gwen is fine.
I think Max could do with a little blunt, honestly.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Ooh, this action will have consequences.
Like, that looks like a factory rolled joint. You know what I'm saying?
That scene. Well, I guess maybe they have them.
Sorry?
Where are they? Vermont?
Did pot get stronger since I was in school?
Factory rolled joints.
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe a professional. Okay, don't litter.
The following gameplay contains references to transphobia. If that's why she's been...
Yeah.
Before I came out, I had this boss, a free thinker, who adopted his worldview wholesale from shouty YouTubers.
Oh yeah, we know those.
Yikes.
And a raging transphobe to boot. They're brainwashing our kids, blah, blah, blah. Of course. I was afraid.
I was wondering if she was trans, actually. I wasn't sure.
Said anything.
I kind of assumed.
Yeah.
But I didn't. I was waiting for whether or not it would be confirmed.
Yeah, yeah. Hello, Gwen. I've just met you and I love you. Yeah, that's how I felt.
But when I was alone, I could conjure the perfect soliloquy to shut him up. Make him feel as small as he made me.
I will give credit where credit's due in that a lot of the depictions of trans women that we see, I feel really, how do I say this? I think that many depictions of trans women that I see in media are mostly a certain kind, which is like trans women that are like, very femme and often heterosexual.
Yeah.
And I mean, me personally, I am generally, most of my trans girl friends are like super alt and like bisexual or lesbian.
Yeah.
So Gwen was like, I don't know, she was giving me like an old like gay trans woman vibe.
That makes sense. Yeah, I did wonder. I just didn't like want to. Again, like I didn't want to assume.
Yeah, I didn't want to assume either.
But yeah,
but what I'm saying, credit where credit's due, that I don't get to. I feel that I don't see that often, and like this is what trans girls I know are like actually like.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely think the like less like the not femme like depiction of a trans woman is,
or not like super femme.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying she's not feminine, but like
she's definitely like, she's not like butch or anything, but she's like old and like,
yeah, she's not like
edgy.
high femme basically. Yeah, for sure.
But she's like a gay ass bitch.
Yeah,
right.
I love it. I love her.
Trans lesbians, you have my heart. I've been there. I mean, not. Kind of.
I think just like
I don't want to
man
be like,
making me feel like shit.
Yeah,
I think is what she's saying.
But I don't want to be like.
But I don't want to be like, what's your point?
Isn't there like a special word for that? In French, right?
Dickhead?
L'esprit de l'escalier. The wit of the staircase. I take it you're acquainted.
Oh yeah, that one's a Max Caulfield greatest hit.
Point is, I've always been able to think of something to say eventually.
Trying to work out if that's a USB or a vape. Oh, okay, it's a USB.
I also thought it was a vape. I was like, why is she giving me a vape?
Gwen, what is this?
Video proof. Allegedly. From Yasmin herself. Trafficking of a controlled substance on campus.
Right.
Hold on. There's no way Yasmin thinks you were selling drugs.
How could she not? That there is security footage of someone who looks like me, dealing to students.
They'd also profile the fuck out of
Someone
them.
who looks like you.
Yeah. Someone who looks like you. Okay, so there's a doubles thing happening.
Yeah.
This seems to be a thing that's happening, which is spicy.
Because then I'm like, I don't think Gwen from the other universe would have done that either. So now I'm just like, well, is there another is this another universe? Like, what's going on?
Something's happening.
Or a shapeshifter.
You should fight this.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Weird.
You should fight this.
Yeah, definitely.
This is such bullshit. Can't you fight it?
Fight it? How? That wasn't me, it was my evil twin. No.
It was my evil twin.
Fuck it. They've already made up their mind.
You don't mean that.
Fuck.
Thanks for believing in me, Max, but I'm sick of fighting to prove I deserve to be here.
Yeah.
Fuck the academic institution, Gwen. You don't need him.
You don't.
Lucas shouting at
But
his
it also
son.
sucks in terms
Reggie
of like
seeing himself here in the other
kids who
timeline.
won't get to see
Is Gwen another victim
her,
of doppelganger-itis?
they wanted to go to her
Or is she
lectures,
just
and they were checking up
trying
on
to
her
cover
and,
her
like,
ass? If I
they
could
could
look
have
at
learned a
that
lot from her, and
footage,
she wanted to
maybe I
teach
could
them,
figure
and
it
that's just
out.
sad, even if academia sucks. Oh,
Gwen? What are you...
Okay,
What are you doing?
I'll have a Rachel Amber moment.
Saying goodbye. And fuck you! To Caledon. To Yasmin.
No.
And to feeling powerless.
No. Oh.
I think we're gonna have a choice.
Maxine.
Gotta take catharsis where you can
I agree,
get it.
but maybe not this.
No choice.
Oh.
Save the footage or stand with Gwen. What's the footage again? The footage of...
Is of someone who looks like her dealing drugs. Selling drugs to a student.
That's okay, Gwen. I'll do it for you with my big sword. I believe it or not, I actually developed a fanfic idea a while back that Victoria was crossing timelines, exactly like Max is here, dealing with who she was in Arcadia Bay. Max is a sporting character who finds out Victoria developed powers and helps her out a bit.
Huh.
I wish they had done something like that. That's fun.
Slay. I love that. If I could
Well, I had
turn back time.
I'm not gonna say loads about it, but I have a friend who watched The Substance and then was like, I'm very annoyed because I had an idea for a movie that kind of had a similar idea of like,
and now I'm mad.
two versions of like this character, blah blah blah, and now I'm mad because Courtney Fargier did it first, and I was like, that's gotta hurt. But you can really still do it.
Ways. Like it,
and you can still do it. Like it wouldn't be like exactly the same, right? Anyway, she's her own thing, and her own thing is being an epic skater lesbian. Yeah, I just saw her other badge says punk on it, and I need to know if that's a Sab Cat or not.
It's a Sab Cat, yes.
I love her Sab Cat badge.
Oh, I see.
Hello, Gwen. I just met you. We love Gwen here.
Yeah.
Okay, so I actually don't know. I'm a bit more torn on this one.
I mean, the only thing that saving the footage would do is maybe give us some clues about like how to figure out what's going on with these timelines, maybe. But like I don't know.
I'm happy to just stand with her.
Yeah, I think
I think we're fine.
Yeah.
We'll find other evidence. Everything will be fine.
Yeah.
It's funny because it's a kind of like a take a picture of David or not choice.
Yeah.
Again, it's not the same, but in the sense that it's like sometimes you just do the right thing instead
rather
of
than trying
finding
to
evidence.
yeah. And I think she would appreciate that more. And I want to be her pal.
Yeah, she would get along well with Chloe. It's really funny how Max just keeps finding herself with people who are like
How
Chloe.
does catharsis feel?
Honestly,
Saka is an old anarcho-syndicalist symbol
terrifying,
related to wildcat strikes. That's cool.
but also feels pretty fucking great to set something on fire.
That's so
right now.
real of her.
Thanks, Max. I appreciate you listening. I appreciate you hearing me.
Can we romance Gwen? No, she's got a wife. She might be open.
But are you guys? Do you do polyamory?
Gwen, wait.
Do you?
I need to ask you something.
Did you hear about Safi's book? I don't think we should give away that.
No, I don't think we should give away that we snooped, especially after earlier with her. Although that might have been in the Safi dead timeline, but whatever. Either way.
Is it true they canceled Safi's book deal?
So, she told you?
Word travels. You were her mentor, right? Do you know why?
In my experience, some mysteries are better left that
Was
way.
her poetry transphobic? I doubt it.
Yeah, I doubt it.
Now, let's see if I can find what Reggie saw. Or thinks he saw.
So we keep going up that bit, I guess. Or... yeah, there's a thing.
This is the crime scene, right? This is where
Safi
Safi was...
Yeah, but what I mean is trying to find the thingy.
The following gameplay contains blood.
There.
Okay, yeah, here we go.
Is that...
Did
that could
something
be her
used
body,
to be here?
surely.
I can't remember.
Unless it maybe
No.
is.
No.
Okay.
No way. Right? They wouldn't do that, would they?
I don't know. Oh.
Oh!
Some
Weird.
nature fuckery. That's fucking weird though.
God, Max upgraded
Oh, Miss
from
Caulfield, you
nosebleeds to constant tinnitus.
out for a stroll too?
Fuck off, Loretta.
Miss Caulfield, I can't get over that.
Mm.
What are you doing here? Or, I mean, I guess we could give her the benefit of
Get an
the
attempt to, like, be nice to her.
doubt that she...
Those are snowdrops.
She was, you know, she did handle, like, what was happening with Reggie well.
Yeah,
but,
she
like,
did. She did.
Still don't fucking trust her.
Yeah. But no, those flowers are snowdrops. So they flower in the UK quite a lot, so yeah.
Mm. What do you want to say?
Yeah, thanks for helping. Just attempt to be on her good side.
Like that?
Ish.
By the way, I appreciated your help with Reggie.
Oh, that? It was the least I could do. Reggie's a
You
sweetheart.
should be nice more.
Yeah,
That's good for you.
yeah. Just try being nice and not, like, weird.
Holy
and
shit, what are
disrespectful and
those?
crazy.
You can see those?
Yeah.
It's
Do you
the
think
bit
this is
from
what
the
Reggie saw?
trailer.
Yeah, it is. No,
I don't
he
know.
saw himself. Should we... I don't know if we should tell her.
The thing is, it's like, if she wasn't the true crime bitch, she could be a really good, like, she clearly has a nose for this stuff. Like, I think she would be someone I would want to ally with in this, because I think, you know, she would find she would be good at finding the truth, but I know
But
she's going to
a
put it all for her
weird
fucking podcast, so...
true crime bitch. She's going to put it on her podcast.
Yeah, so I think I just go wish I could say. Sorry, I have created quite the mess here.
That's not really mine to share.
I'm not trying to... I just want to make sure he's okay. Honest.
Okay.
He will be.
The following gameplay contains references to suicide.
I think.
I was gonna come up here anyway after the suicide tip, but
Suicide tip.
seeing Reggie like
How
that,
did you get the suicide tip?
I don't know. Made it feel real.
Wait, suicide tip?
One of the B cops let it slip. You run a successful podcast for a few years and you find ways to get people to open up. Speaking
doing
of
somewhat well,
opening up,
Loretta.
I got a lead. I could cut you in.
Yeah, what's the catch? The
Um,
catch is she'll
sorry,
want to put it on her
just-
podcast.
It's easier to find sapphic trans romance in books and games. The only show I can think of is a web series, Her Story, which shares the name with an FMV game. Her Story is a great FMV game that I've seen people play a bit of, but like I think you have to play Her Story like quite a few times to actually understand what's going on, because the mystery goes deep.
Okay.
I think it's a game that you would really enjoy.
Yeah. You know, I love a little.
I think we should put it on the list.
On the list.
Because I'm also not smart enough for mysteries.
I think you are smart. It's just not. It's like the way that you need to think for some of these things. I think I just am, luckily for me, better at. I don't know, but it's not. You're not stupid. It's just like these things are like convoluted for a reason, right?
And what books and games would you recommend in that regard in terms of like good trans gay romances? We'd love that.
That happened to me after doing my podcast. Dan talks about one random Minecraft feature for 6 hours per episode. The podcast. Everyone opens up around me now. I'm sure.
What's the catch?
Yeah.
One second I'm a source, and the next I'm a fellow investigator. Sounds like there's strings attached.
No, it's not like that. I feel like I kind of owe you after the whole Dr. Hunter thing. Maya Okada, one of Safi's classmates during undergrad. They were friends.
They were friends. The following gameplay contains references to suicide.
Then, Maya died a couple years back. Suicide, apparently.
She thinks it's a pattern.
Yeah, I'm interested to know what she means by that, I guess.
Should we ask?
Yeah, might as well get some info.
You think it's a pattern?
Maybe. Yeah. 2 promising young writers, both dead, both by their own hand, according to official sources.
But Safi didn't kill herself.
Like I said, a pattern. Maybe.
Could be 2 murders of...
Explain something to me.
2 young women of color, both framed as suicides.
Yeah, well, this is it.
Why is this so important to you? Safi was my friend.
Because I hate it when things don't make sense.
Yeah, you're gonna have a lot of that hanging out with Max, to be fair.
Max, are you busy right now? Max could really use your help. Max, office, emergency right now.
I have to go.
I knew someone was going to say that. Oh, she's autistic.
Yeah, I know, I did think that. I was like,
knew
oh,
it.
damn.
I was waiting.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah. Interesting.
Hell yes, you owe me. Yeah. I like that about Loretta as a character, not a person. She has a heart, but it's buried underneath this obsession for telling a good story. I kind of feel that this is also a Juliet recycle.
Yeah, but I think it's Juliet with more depth.
Juliet with more, yeah.
And like, I'm not opposed to that, like, doing that, because again, if you see a character and you're like, that's actually an interesting character, but obviously now I think true crime is more of a thing, and I guess there's a narrative there, even if Deck 9 didn't get the memo.
And now for the most punchable character in the game.
Oh, okay. Let's go. What's happening here? Moses, what's up? What's up, buddy?
I got your text. Tried calling, but you didn't pick up.
It's cool, Max. Everything's cool.
Doesn't seem it.
It's not cool, though.
It is not.
How bad is it?
Yeah, we don't know if it'll be okay.
So what's the damage?
TLDR version? Pretty sure I'm the #1 suspect.
What
the fuck?
Why?
Besides that being true for most of my life?
Yeah. There's that.
Oh yeah, he's doing the fingers. Sorry.
Well,
accidental swear.
Well, not really, because he's just like tapping
something.
his like in a pattern.
Moses, what did you do?
If he was just being like, yeah, then
I took Sophie's camera.
Faye, I do not claim her as autistic.
I knew.
Yeah, it could be stimming.
I don't want to like. Yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of like times that I fidget and do things like that, and I don't know.
But why? I don't care about it.
Yeah, I don't care.
Fuck the police investigation.
Moses, why did you?
It wasn't like a rational decision.
I didn't want to say it in like an accusatory way.
No.
Like,
I wasn't thinking. I just. When we found her that night,
realize she had a camera.
Sophie?
Yeah,
I
last
didn't
picture she took in her life was that selfie of the three of us.
Oh yeah.
And Sophie would never want to have that camera, that picture, in the hands of the fucking police.
The fucking police. His reaction to the police is
correct.
And I realized, what the fuck am I doing? That's evidence in a murder case. So I just hid it in there. In my office.
Moses.
I screwed up, Max. And now I don't know what to do. Alright.
I'm assuming the cop is the most punchable character, but
I mean,
just scrolling back.
Doesn't take much for a cop to be punchable.
Moses is confirmed to be written as autistic, and Faye's down here saying, I wonder why they didn't confirm it in the game. I mean, we could, that remains to be seen.
Still might.
So it still might happen. But I do kind of appreciate everyone Max knows, already kind of knows she's a nosy bitch. Yeah. 2 games at the top of my head. Yes, I know this one. I was actually going to stream this at some point. It's on my list to stream at some point. The Missing J.J. McField, yes. And The Island of Memories. Yeah. I want to play that on stream at some point. Because, self-harm and body horror is a big theme, but that's very much in my wheelhouse.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. I see it.
An autistic mess that's either a good thing or a bad thing, no in between. A more light-hearted game is Boss Game, The Final Boss in My Heart. I've not heard of that one. That sounds cute. Me suggesting a cop be punchable? Me? Crazy.
Never.
No, they didn't confirm it in the game. Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of like, personally, in terms of things in general, kind of like...
I'm so sorry for yawning.
It's okay. You don't need to apologize for
good,
yawning.
everything's fine.
Neither here nor there on like confirming a thing in the text in that like there isn't always like a way to do that isn't like kind of cringy writing.
Yeah, and also I mean I know like I know you've talked before about like I guess the obsession with diagnosis and whether that is actually helpful
or not, especially in the case of Moses, who's a black man.
Yeah,
and he's kind of just alluded to like how that affects his life.
Yeah, totally. And I think like it doesn't always. It's not helpful for a lot of people. But yeah, no,
like,
I mean, I think
like I guess it's different in different situations. But for example, I'm not necessarily fussed that Max Caulfield isn't confirmed as a lesbian.
Yeah,
but to me, that's a lesbian.
Fine. That's a lesbian though. I think I don't mind having headcanons, but yeah, no, sorry, we can continue.
I think it comes back to like people's relationships to media. Like I think sometimes thinking about canons and headcanons and how that affects our relationship to media and interpreting media is something.
But also, whether something is like weird. Confirmed is almost like yes, they've been diagnosed with thing, and it's like okay. But
both in the media literacy aspect of like confirmed by the authors, I don't necessarily agree with that.
Yeah.
Confirmed within the text, it's like, well, what does that mean?
Yeah.
And then when it comes to specifically like mental health, like diagnosis politics comes into
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah, for sure.
totally.
Maintenance tech is on his way to unlock your office, Mr. Murphy. Then I'll just have a look around inside.
I am
Shit!
ready.
I've got to get Sophie's camera out of there. Somehow.
Unless you have a key card.
Sorry, my stomach's making sounds
Miss
now as well.
Caulfield.
I think that was mine.
Oh. Okay.
Don't worry about it. Do you have a warrant?
Yeah.
Are you with the police? Don't you need a warrant to search my friend's office?
Max, please
No,
chill.
this is how to...
Vincent Alder.
And also use your privilege.
Vermont State Police Detective. I'm the new lead investigator on your friend's case.
And I repeat the question, do you
In
have
this
a warrant?
instance,
Yeah.
Dr. Fayad has granted permission to search any property belonging to Caledon.
You still need a warrant.
You still need a warrant?
You still need a warrant.
I'm pretty sure you still need a warrant. Universities don't own all the equipment in
Just drop it, Max.
Miss Caulfield, I do need you to leave the area for the time being.
I want to say, as a racialized person, that I sympathize with and understand Moses wanting to kind of just...
Diffuse. Well, attempt to diffuse, because it's not going to diffuse with a cop, but yeah.
Yeah, but what I'm doing as Max is what I've, and I think we collectively consistently advocate for in terms of how to deal with the police, which is you don't have to tell them anything. If they are trying to enter your house or your office or anywhere, then they can only do that with a warrant. If they can't show you a warrant, then do not let them in. If they demand to ask questions of you, then you should ask for a lawyer to be present, and in the meantime don't make any comments to them. If they try to arrest or detain you, then you ask what power they're doing that under, and if they can't provide a reason or a power under which they're trying to detain or arrest you, then you can refuse arrest because they are not doing it legally. And also, you can ask for their name and their badge number, and if they deny that, again, they are also breaking the law. And these are just basic know your rights stuff, and that's, you know, the kind of legal knowledge to protect ourselves and others that we always advocate for. So in this situation as well, like, I can sympathize with what Moses is doing, but also Max is more privileged in this situation. So as her, I'm being like, no, I'm going to, like, I know my rights.
And I'm going to challenge this.
And I'm going to challenge this.
I think, so Cos says, him wanting to diffuse the situation makes perfect sense. If there's blowback, he's the one it's going to come down on, which is true, and I agree with that. However, I think ultimately there's always going to, he's this situation, he is fucked anyway. Because if the police decide they want him to be guilty, they will find a way for him to be guilty. Like...
Yeah, and we're not, like, giving the police anything. Again, we're just stating our rights.
Yeah.
Like, all we're saying is, do you have a warrant?
Yeah.
Do you have a warrant?
Yeah. That's all, yeah. And yeah, maybe that'll make the police more mad, but, like, ultimately, they're going to be cunts no matter what, so you might as well at least try and not give them the freedom to just walk all over your friend. Like,
yeah. It's funny though, because I think we've talked a bit about this just briefly in the Life is Strange 2 streams, that, like, you know, I've seen racialized people play that game and be like, you know when the people are, like, asking Sean to, like, sing in Spanish and stuff, and
you can appease, but
and some people respond to it in that way because of, like, racial trauma, and sometimes in real life I respond to the situations in that way, like, just in the moment, because I'm trying to be like, oh god, like, I cannot deal with this right now. But just to kind of say that, kind of both show that empathy and be like, this is why we're doing this, and this is kind of like what we would advocate for.
And it's nice to see Max being, like, actually the option there, because this is not the Max we knew before. Because I think she was very passive in these situations, and actually it's really nice to see the option that she can step the fuck up.
For sure. I think it's fair to say that that the word autistic not being used might be an excuse to deny it. I think that that's fair enough. But I guess I would say that I don't think that should be the be-all or end-all of any kind of representation for anyone.
Sorry.
Yeah. For me, there's a lot of characters I've seen where they end up in that vague, are they autistic or do they love trains thing, so having them confirm it in the media helps a lot. Yeah, I can understand that as well, but I think that, like, I understand, like, for a lot of us, there's, like, the need to be like, oh, it's nice when someone says they're autistic, or, oh, it's nice when someone says that they're this, like me, but, I just saying, I guess, pointing out that it's, like, complex, especially when we talk about, like, the politics of diagnosis, and, like, for someone like Moses, it's, like, if he's diagnosed autistic, then that's something that the state can use against him to ruin his life more than they already do, because he's a black man, and black autistic men are subject to, like, all sorts of, like, lethal violence all the time at the hands of the state, which is something that, you know, with this interaction is worth mentioning as well, is that various, like, young black men are murdered by police officers for, like, being perceived as, like, threatening when they're having, like, autistic meltdowns or things like that, because black men are seen as threatening, and then you know, if they're behaving in a way that's perceived as like that's not understood or is perceived as being threatening, then that's what happens. And the same thing happened in Palestine to Ayad Halak, like an autistic Palestinian man. And it has to do with that kind of racial violence as well. So it's just to kind of say, I totally understand where you guys are coming from, and I don't want to invalidate that at all, but just to kind of say that it's like a nuanced thing. Yeah.
I'm just going to quickly say, I think new call for sure, 7:30, which I think does give us a lot of time. I think we should be able to do this.
Totally comfortable. Are you 100%?
Yeah, that's fine. There's a train at 8:55 that I think will be, like, perfect, so I'm going to do that.
Okay, I'll try and feed you before you go.
Oh, thank you. You don't have to.
I want to.
Okay, thank you.
Unfortunately, I'm a Watch Dogs 2 stan, and I giggled and stimmed when I found the audio file that says Josh is autistic. Yeah, no, I can really appreciate what you guys are saying.
Like, yeah, it's not that we're saying, like, no, like, autism is not allowed on TV, but I guess, yeah, it's more just, like, it's not the be-all and end-all of autism representation, but, yeah, I get it. I get that is validating, and I mean, yeah, like, I diagnosed ADHD. We're like, yeah, I'm probably a little on the autism spectrum, and that's not necessarily something that, like, I feel like I need to, what's the word, pursue right now. Yeah. But, like, in terms of the ADHD, my main reasoning for seeking a diagnosis was to try and get medication. So, like, that was not the priority. To me was more, like, honestly how I feel in the workplace and how fucking awful working, especially in desk work for me, was when I was doing that, because I was literally fighting myself on the daily, and like, I think
it's like sometimes it helps you access support, which is great. Sometimes it actually subjects you to violence.
Definitely. So it is complicated. And I mean, again, like, I think I can understand why people want diagnoses. I understand why people want that, like, clarity and be able to know themselves in that way. I think sometimes I find it harder to advocate for myself, especially in the workplace, if I don't have, like, a label to use. And, like, again,
because the law is designed that way as well. That should be said.
They enforce that because you can't just ask for access needs without having a reason.
Because we don't have a needs-based system. We have that's a whole thing. But
which sucks. But so there's a lot of things.
I think that at any opportunity, it's always right to meet cops a small handful of uranium. I agree. In the Discord, I said this as well, but part of why Double Exposure feels so off is because True Colors was in so many ways a great evolution of previous games, and this feels like a step backwards in some ways.
Interesting.
So
far, I agree. Again, it is really nice to see Max, like, learn to not be as much of a white woman as she has been.
I mean, this is how you white woman correctly. TM. This is how you white woman correctly.
There's obviously white woman, and then there's white woman TM. You know, It's the
she's it's good to see her using her privilege like this. 100%. For sure. And I would say that one of the positive things, is that you see her being more confident, which is what she kind of gains from the first game.
Yeah. And also, that's a good point about 99% of like confirmed autistic characters in media are white, and it is nice to see, like, you know, we don't often see depictions of racialized autistic characters in TV and film and general media. So
and again with
I agree with that.
This interaction of Moses being a black autistic man and like with a cop, and him saying that he has a history of experiencing that kind of like racial and disableist violence and being afraid of that happening to him now is quite interesting as well.
Sure.
Yes, I think when a piece of media names it, they have a responsibility to portray it sensitively and realistically. Yeah, for sure. If they don't, I mean, I think they do anyway, but I get what you mean. It carries more weight. If they don't name it, it's up for interpretation by the audience.
I think, and again, sorry to go on another tangent, but so I know you're not the biggest fan of Heartstopper, but I watched the most recent season, and it was very interesting because I knew that they were going to be, because I've not read the comics, but I used to follow the author on Tumblr and sort of saw people talking about like the themes in it and stuff. And something that I think was really interesting was that they depicted eating disorders, a person with an eating disorder, and I think the way that they depicted it was well done, and they clearly did consult a charity that I'm not going to name because I did actually used to work for them, but if you watch the show you know. They clearly consulted that charity because they use that fucking webpage every scene, and it is very like, well, the way...
This is what I mean about like cringy writing, right?
Yeah, well, this is what I was going to say, is that it is, the way it is done is so clunky, and again, it's that kind of representation TV. And I mean, I will say I didn't love this season, and I think that I don't love it, but it's like comforting for me. It's not like
that's fine. And quick point of contrast is that I have talked to several people. I have like a history of disordered eating behavior, and that's like a whole thing. And I've talked to several other people, including you, who watched The Substance and were like, insane movie if you've ever had an eating disorder. And that's not a movie that explores that in such a like allegorical like way where it's not named or like directly addressed, but you're like, holy shit.
Like if you've had it, if you've ever had that behavior or experience, you fucking know.
If you know, you know.
If you fucking know, you fucking know. And I think, I mean, that is a very huge contrast, and obviously such a different genre to what Heartstopper is trying to do. But I did find it like, it was good representation, and it like ticked all the boxes for what representation in terms of like safe representation of eating disorders should look like. And I think there are benefits to doing that because, I mean, especially with things like eating disorders, the problem is with depicting an eating disorder on TV is that you are so likely to basically inspire methods of eating disorder, of like continuing eating disorders. Like if you talk about weight, that's really triggering for people. If you talk about like calories, that's really triggering for people. Like there are so many ways to do it badly in a way that is actually actively harmful for people.
Yes.
And so I understand completely why they did it that way, and I having worked for the charity, I know exactly the kind of advice they would have given, which they clearly did follow. So I get it, but it didn't, the way it was written was not the best, and I think that the way that it, just in terms of like good writing, like not in terms of like quality of like representation, but genuinely just good writing. And it's like, okay, I completely understand why they did this the way they did it, but I still think it could have been written better.
And
essentially,
ultimately, that's like, I don't have big beef with Heartstopper, but I just find it boring. And I think often that's what that kind of like approach,
it is boring.
That's what like that kind of approach to
every single conflict is external and it's not interpersonal, and I find that very dull.
Yeah, but what you're talking about as well, it's like, you know, that's why that could lead for kind of like flat writing about eating disorders,
because it's writing by consultation. And I think again there are ways
to tick the boxes and to do it correctly, which doesn't always make for like compelling.
But I can understand a TV show, especially one with a young audience, a young, mainly queer audience, and the queer community has a very high prevalence of eating disorders. I can understand why you'd want to make sure you do that in a way that's not going to make things worse for people. So, yeah, it's complicated.
I think it's fair to say that there are ways to name things without being cringy. Yes, I think I think that real life in media is slightly different. I think that often when we see it in media, it's done badly.
Yeah.
And I think you're right. Like, it's just, there are probably ways to do it that are not bad writing.
Yeah.
But yet to be seen in some cases. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it's definitely more diversity in this game compared to Life is Strange 1. But,
but that's not saying much.
Yeah.
That was a white game.
Yeah, me too. The substance isn't technically about addiction, but like very, very much felt it in that level. Sometimes representation being messy and problematic is actually more compelling. Yeah,
Definitely. I think that gives it more. But again, I understand why they took that, and I don't think that like actively triggering people through television is a good thing either. So yeah, it's just it's a complicated little contradiction that I have. Yeah.
Will you be okay?
Mr. Murphy will be fine.
He didn't answer.
I'll come back.
Let him
Promise.
fucking speak.
Yeah,
you piece
prick.
of shit.
I would like to stay with Moses.
Now's my chance to get into Moses' office.
Yeah, but I can get to the Moses' office and hide it.
Where's a place I can shift to the other timeline?
So, okay.
I think it was over there. That way, maybe? Oh no, okay, I was wrong.
No, I'm looking for a place to shift.
Yeah, that's what I'm pointing out, but oh no, it's there. Oh.
Khaled on campus in winter.
Okay, why are we looking at that now, Max?
This was beautiful. Now it just makes me think of Safi.
Okay.
Maybe I can find a way into Moses' office from this side.
But also, like, I don't know, it's like they kind of, you know, confirmed that Gwen was trans and likes women without her ever saying, I am trans.
Yeah,
I
think that was, like, done well. I don't think that was, like...
That's a good... I would actually say
I am a trans woman, and I think, you know, it's not like that. So
Yeah. But, I mean, there are probably ways of, like, slipping in, like, oh, Moses is autistic without it being like, I am autistic. So there probably are ways for them to do that.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Absolutely.
That they could have done, but,
yeah.
I wonder if it'll feel disrespectful to Safi if I go to this tomorrow.
I mean, I do feel... Sometimes I kind of feel like... I don't know if you feel that she's dead.
Yeah, I mean, no.
Sometimes I'm like, you're not acting like your best friend died.
No. But also, I don't think Safi would give a shit.
Maybe this Moses can help me find the camera.
She'd be like, yeah, fucking party. Yeah, that's very true, Faye. Like, this game has so far avoided the one good cop who's trying to do right trope.
That's
so
annoying.
Hot dog man!
Hot dog man!
Christmas edition.
You know what? I'd get a Christmas hot dog man.
That's fair.
Syndrome.
I like that.
Uh-huh. So, what's up?
Actually, I need to ask you kind of a weird question.
My favorite kind. Name it.
Hiding spots?
Yeah.
Kinda left field, but if you were gonna hide something personal in this lab, where would you put it?
If this is about my dream diary, trust me, you'll never find it. I'd never bring it to campus.
I want to be his friend.
Yeah.
Dream diary? Kind of want to ask about his dream diary.
Yeah, go on.
Okay.
Fuck it.
You never told me you keep a dream diary.
And I never will. Pure conjecture on your part.
Most prized possession?
What is your most prized possession? In here, at least.
In here? Probably that mug. My sister made it for me as an early Christmas gift.
Oh, that's cute.
I love that.
Oh. That's sweet.
Don't sound too disappointed, Max.
Remind me not to get you any mugs.
Fuck's sake.
Yeah, for real.
Girl.
Okay. Name something in here you wouldn't want, say, Dr. Faya defined.
Like, something I keep locked away?
Yes, exactly.
That would definitely be my electric kettle. Maintenance has no idea where I hide that fire hazard.
As I live and breathe. Moses Murphy, rule breaker.
Sorry, I had another quick thought on this conversation, which is that, so I was thinking, like, okay, Gwen talks about having a transphobic, like, experience, like, oh, this guy was a transphobe. That's, you know, an indicator that she's trans. You see a picture of her with her wife, that's an indicator that she's
a lesbian.
Or likes women anyway. Yeah. And with, with Safi and Yasmin, I was like, oh, like, they have Arab names, maybe they're like Arabs. And then in one text, Yasmin says, Inshallah. I was like, oh, yeah, they're Arabs.
There you go.
And none of that is like all of that is kind of, I guess, like, representation of those groups that is, like, made clear in a way that isn't, like...
Yeah, it's like context clues,
cringy.
But without it being like, yeah, again, as a ex-person, I'm da-da-da-da. Like,
but I think the politics of it will always be slightly different with mental distress stuff because of diagnosis. No, because of diagnosis,
I see.
Right?
I get you,
Because it's like, and
people don't feel like they can say they have something unless they are diagnosed with it? Because of the diagnosis model in general. Like the idea that, like, you are only X thing if you have a diagnosis or if you self-diagnose. Because, like, I mean, I talk a lot on stream about how, like, I no longer self-diagnose as, like, any condition. And I used to self-diagnose with BPD, as people who watch my Life is Strange video know. I don't do that anymore, and I don't, like, don't pursue diagnosis anymore, but I still very much identify as, like, disabled and, like, having mental distress, but sometimes, like, if certain, like, behaviors of mine or, like, my ways of thinking or, like, my needs in the world are things that I see represented, then that is something that makes me feel like, oh, that's, like, you know, that's nice. And I think that, like, there's a way of being like, oh, like, if I see a character, like, stimming, or if I see a character, like, having a meltdown, or if I see a character having a panic attack, or if I see this, that, the other, I think that, I guess what I'm trying to say is that I think that we should be seeing that as representation sometimes as well, because the diagnosis thing is, like, I mean, some of you know that I've talked about this a lot, and you know, this is my like, opinion, is that we need to move away from, like, a diagnosis-based model, even though I understand and kind of, you know, I'm happy to use that to an extent for us to kind of relate to people, because ultimately, like, the psychiatric system is just not good, and we need to move more towards, like, needs-based than diagnosis-based. So I guess I just want to, I guess my provocation is sometimes, maybe rather than wanting to see, like, the word autistic or the word autism, it's seeing the behavior.
It's maybe seeing the behavior is something that we can be like, that is
also,
representation.
like, I think normalizing, I hate the word normalizing, but, like, I think it is useful, like, seeing the more, like, okay, so a lot of behaviors specifically by mentally ill people are considered, like, not just socially abnormal, but, like, scary, disgusting, weird. People avoid people who exhibit those behaviors. And I think that not just normalizing but humanizing those behaviors is really helpful, because I think more and more people, even things like when people stare at someone with, like, a visible disability and stuff like that, like, and I think that's not always an evil, horrible thing to do, and I think people are always going to be curious, but, like, I think there are a lot of things where people, like, you know, I see a lot in, like, where I live, like, I'll get on the bus and someone's, like, maybe talking to themselves, or I don't know, doing something that people consider as, like, like, alarming. And I think we all need, as a people, to get better at being around people doing shit like that, because of the fact that we make it that we ignore it
is a problem.
Is a problem.
And Dan is saying, and I actually totally agree with you, Dan, and that's kind of, I think that's connected to what you just said, is that a lot of smaller or maybe more common or less like scary autistic behaviors, like stimming, can be written off as being quirky, but if there was other representation of other behaviors, maybe like the more scary,
and
or
again, like having meltdowns, like having panic, like, panic attacks have become like the thing, but like doing things that people do not consider like that some people might consider a bit scary or a bit alarming or a bit like, ooh, I don't know, I don't want to be near that person. Like, again, I think we should all be better at being around people who are doing stuff that we find uncomfortable.
Yes.
Unless it's obviously like actively like someone's trying to make you uncomfortable. But like there's lots of things people do in public, or like things that people should be able to feel like they can do in public without judgment and without fear.
Yeah, and I think a lot of what you guys are speaking to is like, I understand how like hearing or seeing the word autistic would be nice, but if that is still within the context of representation that is still like acceptable, like quirky autistic behaviors, then how far does that actually push the representation? As opposed to if you are seeing sensory overload, panic attacks, burnout, meltdowns, and things like that, I think that's like pushing it more. And that's kind of what you're saying. Because you could still have that, like, still within the realm of like the manic pixie dream girl or like quirky or whatever autistic representation, like autistic savant, all of those tropes, and like have the word autistic being said, but it's still like it's not really actually pushing our representation of it, and also like how it's framed. Obviously, for sure. How it's framed as well.
I think quite a good example of this is in the remake of Heartbreak High. Chloe, is it Chloe?
Yeah.
Maybe she's called Chloe.
I think she's called Chloe.
Yeah.
No. Quinn.
That's it. Chloe's the girl who's a bit of a shit. So Quinn is not only, I think, a really nice example of an autistic character, but also like the actress herself is autistic and is like helping to write that character. Chloe Hayden, that's it, that's why I was calling her Chloe. That makes sense. Chloe Hayden as Quinn in Heartbreak High. I think it's still like a show for mainly teens, so I think there is still an element of like after school special to it, but I actually think that the way that it's done is really good. And I also think that the fact that she goes nonverbal, has meltdowns, has like full on like, gets really angry with the people around her because they infantilize her. Like she's not the example of like a good autistic the model autistic person. She's like, angry. And like is allowed to be all of those things and doesn't have to repress that.
And they actually explore the thing where initially people are like, oh, we're happy to be your friend because you're like a quirky autistic girl, and then when she shows the like more scary like demonized autistic behaviors, they're like, oh
and then she's like, hey, what the that's your fucking problem.
I think that's a good example for sure. And also Adam is saying Norma from Dead End was never called autistic, but she was a great autistic rep, which I love that show. And Norma is she's brown as well, which is nice. She's a brown woman, which is
sorry, not to like stop the conversation. I know we keep pausing as well, but I think I just want to make sure that like
we should probably do that.
Fender, Max.
Like, I do feel like we're near the end of the episode, anyway, so I don't want to like rush a conversation that is really good. I just Also, would I be able to finish the episode?
Hold something, or can I help somehow?
Actually, I need an Allen wrench.
I know what that looks like.
On it. Got one around here?
No, I borrowed one from Carla, but I think she took it back. If you can go grab that from her, I'll owe you.
Okay, I was hoping we would have to know what that looks like so I could show off that I know what it looks like.
No, don't apologize, guys. It's fine. Like,
no. I'm not. You can obviously please keep talking in the comments. I'm just like saying like I don't know if we should keep pausing for comment chat just because it is like
about every one of these
timings.
Does anyone know how much the episode is left? By the way, sense check of that.
That would be helpful.
Okay, so find an Allen
and again,
wrench.
obviously, that's like based on us, going at a pace. Oh, slay, 3D printer.
The wonders of modern technology have rendered us a turtle with a gun. Worth it. Harold's dishes. I've heard so many jokes about this mysterious office mate that I don't know what's true anymore.
I wish that like sound wasn't
Moses
overlapping
was
her
so
voice
excited
as
when
well.
this came out. I think
That's
he bought
cute.
7 copies.
Oh, okay. You spend a bit of time
there.
here, and then there's a short chapter back at your house, and that's it. Okay,
we got
cool.
this.
Okay, I feel it. Yeah, I was getting a little bit stressed, but I feel at peace now. That's good.
Maybe I've gotten smarter with age.
So we had to go
it's
out.
the wrench from Life is Strange 2 all over again. That's what I was gonna say.
Yes.
I bet Moses knows something interesting about everyone.
So
of
he
these
said
stars.
you had to go and talk to someone outside.
Okay.
This is pretty impressive.
Just doing a quick go around.
This is quite a big scene, but the one after this
The
is short.
maker
That's
of this
fine.
mug
Okay.
sure knows her target audience. These are cute. Moses' sister must have visited.
Aww.
I bet Moses
I
covered
love
his
glow
bedroom
in the
with
dark
these as a kid.
stars.
Cute. Also,
It makes me think of Rachel's little like lamp.
Yeah,
My little lamp. Sorry.
The maker of
Oh,
me,
sorry.
Rachel Amber.
Me, Rachel Amber.
My brother works in a lab, and they also have a bunch of running bits in the lab. Is what the Harold's dishes thing reminded me of, like, the mystery of Harold and the dishes. like my brother,
Just need to get
there's
Milk
constantly
in there,
like
Moses.
pranks and
Getting you that
extended like
much.
bits.
Yeah. 100%.
Okay, so
I
we
once
have to
worked
go-
somewhere where someone just took. Oh
God,
my
I
god,
hate
I hate that.
That is cute. They're all cute.
Oh, that is cute. I worked somewhere once where someone like straight up like kept taking my mug, and I would have been I was annoyed about it because I'm very picky about mugs, but when you bring in your own mug to an office, you're like, this is my mug. This is my mug. It had the letter C on it. His name was not a name that began with C. And it just was like, you could very clearly see that this is sat on my desk occasionally, that I drink from this, like, and then I just find it on his desk with, like, his various tea bags inside it getting moldy, and I was like, this is so disrespectful. I fucking hate
Not
this.
letting it get moldy.
Yeah,
as
that was
well.
upsetting. So I kept just, like, taking it back from his desk, and he just straight up didn't notice, and I was like, wow, to be that oblivious.
Yeah. This is why I'm not.
Yeah, me
Same.
You know, there was one time my brother asked me to proofread like an abstract of his. I didn't understand a single word.
No, science abstracts are like they're not the same language that we speak.
Yeah, fully. I was like, I can't proofread this. And he was like, just proofread it for grammar. I don't understand the words.
I don't know what the words that you're spelling are, let alone how you would spell it even.
Literally. Okay, so we need to find the camera in his office, right? So I'll go back to the office, but maybe
he
maybe we
wants
need to
the
do timeline
wrench.
stuff. But I don't think so, actually, because we can only go into it in this timeline. Oh, can we go upstairs? Good.
There we go.
Oh my god. Stop.
The following laughs. The following gameplay contains references to suicide. Klein bottle.
I thought I'd never hear another dirty joke about this thing. But Sophie's alive here.
Why? Because
it looks
why?
penis.
I mean, not really.
I know, but
it's not like super phallic.
Love this cozy little
I
donut
agree.
corner.
Oh, now I want a donut.
Oh shit, we ate them yesterday.
I know.
Oh, what are we near that? Hello? Oh.
I bet every sad poem she ever wrote
Oh.
to justify the suicide angle.
Right, okay.
Some of Sophie's poetry.
She rattles chains, drags her fingernails across the wall, along the wall. The houses of men are built on the bones of unnamed women. Freudian slip. Whenever he...
Maybe the other card didn't take
Max?
back.
We can see it.
When he speaks, I hear only an unearthly moaning coming from underground. The flowers on her grave wither and are replaced. Everybody loves a dead girl better than a live one. A dead girl doesn't age, doesn't argue, doesn't claim ownership of what is hers. She owns nothing but the dirt and the clothes they put her in. This is funny because this could be about Maya.
But they're gonna use it.
But yeah, but also it reminds me of Rachel Amber.
Yeah.
And, you know, Laura Palmer and
every dead girl in fiction and also in life.
Yeah, the whole like legacy of like the white dead teenage girl thing.
I think
Gone Before Her Time. Oh my god, it's doing this thing again.
I know.
I think it's only when we're in this
I
area.
can see why this character is Moses' favorite. He's always looking up.
This glitch
I
again.
know.
Moses might actually hate snack residue on his fingers more than he hates scientifically inaccurate movies.
Well, he should eat his snacks with chopsticks.
Maybe I need to time shift.
Yeah, I think
Let's
you
just
might need
time
to switch
shift.
over.
Dead.
I need to get that Allen wrench, and I need to be quick. For astronomers who hate the outdoors.
Oh, I've been cancelled for saying that a poem about suicide is funny. Sorry.
If the tea kettle was a fire hazard, I guess a heat lamp is out of the question.
Sophie's sweater.
Oh,
My
sorry, be
birthday
gay
gift
about
to
that in a
Moses.
second.
Yeah.
I could tell how badly he wanted to say, but the moon doesn't emit its own light. Oh,
That's
Moses.
funny.
I love
What
Moses.
a horrible reminder.
Sophie's sweater.
I remember her wearing this earlier that night.
Allen Wrench, where are you?
But yeah, chopsticks with crisps.
Polaroid.
It's but yeah, it's a good way to get around the snack dust.
What? Bitch, you did not just... Relax. It was a picture of the mugs you two were drinking out of.
Good.
Nerdy and dirty.
I would rather murder all my students with my bare hands than grade one more final.
Oh no. Were you two up all night?
Yeah. And I'll be working on these astronomy finals until sundown.
Why would you?
Yeah, gross.
What I'd give to be pulling an all-nighter grading papers instead of all of this. Moses said living on his own for the first time was harder than the astrophysics.
Aww.
Just because he loves his family?
Yeah, that's really sweet.
Allen
really
Wrench,
like
Allen Wrench.
Moses.
Oh, maybe computer in this timeline.
It hurts to look at this.
Have to get a better shot of the stars. 3D printer, interview clipping, cat poster, constellation poster, ladder.
This must be for working on the mural.
Oh, I thought I could climb.
Good chipmunk.
Allen
Wrench. Yeah, it's the little hexagonal key. They always come with IKEA furniture.
I know.
Thank you. Sorry.
Better give this wrench to Moses.
I'm speaking to the lesbian, sorry. I'm an idiot.
When Moses was out.
Alright. Okay,
I'm DIY splaining.
Alright, you ever just go into an alternate timeline to get an Allen wrench and then...
Yeah, not that she's wasting her power or anything.
I know. It's funny because like the slightly more like silly tiny ones where you're like, surely you could have not like dimension traveled to do this.
Yeah.
You're always a bit like...
And yeah, it definitely does make it harder to live alone. Like I would imagine as well, like that's a huge routine change that
Yes, yeah, it's a big
really
change.
fucking hard.
Yeah,
I mean, it's hard for
Better
anyone,
give
but
this
like
wrench to Moses.
someone with someone autistic people. I don't know why I keep wanting to say someone with autism. I know that's not how you did say it. Autistic people find it 10 times harder because it is a mess up of
If
their
they struggle
routine.
with like routine changes,
Yeah.
big changes. Yeah.
Wrench.
So I found this guy named Alan, but he didn't know anything about a wrench.
No, Max, not literally Allen. It's... Oh. You are a lifesaver, Max. Dad joke aside.
I'll never apologize for my dad jokes. And you're welcome. Mural goes here. What's that about?
Sophie's baby. She had the bright idea that we should draw the Gemini twins up there.
Why haven't you?
Yeah.
Why haven't
The you draw thing is going to be
You know
another
Sophie.
art and science.
She has like a
Yeah.
million little projects half started everywhere. Anyway, I'm sure we'll get to it at some point.
So he must
We have
done
all
it
the
by
time in the world.
himself in the other
So,
timeline.
Did you want some tea?
That's sad.
That is sad.
Yeah, if you don't mind. With the contraband kettle, right?
Where's that camera? Max, you big nosy bitch. Big grin on her face, like, ooh, the secrets. My schemes. They are working.
Just give me just a second.
Sure.
Get the key, get the key.
So the cabinet is a secret hiding spot. Let's hope the other Moses hid the camera in the same place.
She's not.
She's not
subtle at all. Maxine has never been subtle in her whole life. Not since she was born. And I know because I was there.
Yeah, I was there on the day that Maxine was born.
Why is it so happy?
Why is it so happy?
Why is it so happy?
So true. Okay. Yeah, that kettle did look like a fire hazard. Like, I think it's in the other corner that
yes,
thing was.
You're right.
Sorry. Yeah. I need to stop the other corner. Sorry. Yeah, that side, I think. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. Huh. Oh yeah, that's true. They don't have kettles in the US properly.
No, they do not.
Weirdos. Yeah, wasn't that?
Let's hope the camera's in that cabinet.
Oh, that one. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, I remember finding that very devastating when I lived in Canada.
I would. Oh, it's because it looks like a little robot.
Damn.
Oh. Under safe.
This note wasn't here in the other timeline. That can't be a coincidence. Is this where he hid Sophie's camera?
Okay. A safe.
Okay, the camera might be under a safe. Where can I find this safe?
Upstairs, maybe?
Max, can you do a little jog for me? Thank you.
Speed it up a little.
Safe.
Maybe not.
Let's look around for a safe. It's very dark in here.
Yeah, that doesn't help.
I don't remember ever seeing an actual safe in this office.
Something that is safe?
Something that is safe.
Because he put it in quotations.
The maker of this mug sure knows her target audience.
Thinking about his family, maybe? That was my logic.
Maybe like where the Christmas card is, perhaps?
Yeah, I don't know. Cat poster. Really trying to make my box. Yeah, there's the poster of his family.
Yeah.
This poster?
I know what you meant.
Nope.
Don't worry.
No camera in here.
Okay. Well,
we tried.
I was just thinking about...
I don't know of any other safes in Moses' office. Aw, Maggie's cute. They're all cute, really.
Aww. Yeah, I'm just trying to see if there's some kind of clue here. Santa's closet? Was that a clue?
I don't know that it is. That was a note. Christmas tree? Under the Christmas tree.
Sophie was going to help put up the ornaments. I can do it for her.
Well, yeah, she's dead now.
Yeah. She doesn't really have a choice. Yeah, she said that she might have to talk to him again.
About what what safe might mean? Yeah.
Maybe the safe is hidden somewhere.
Where are you gone?
Note from Carla.
All of Moses' friends are nerds, huh? No wonder he gets along with me so well.
Hi Moses, stole my Allen wrench set back last night. Hope that's cool. Some of my froshies needed help with their robotics final and I couldn't keep the fans waiting. Hit me up if you still need them. Sorry, invisible wall.
That's okay.
Where are you, Moses? Where are you, buddy?
Maybe he's upstairs now?
Oh, he's on his desk.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that fucking tree!
I hate it. I hate it so much.
Will it distract you if I talk?
She'll be fine. What's up?
Safe?
Another strange question. You don't have a safe in here, do you?
The locking kind? No.
Are there non-locking safes?
Well, for a second, I thought you were asking about the star safe.
SAIPH.
Constellation poster?
Yeah.
There's a star called Safe.
Sure is. It's a part of the Orion constellation.
It's like one of the only constellations I know how to
It's the only constellations anyone knows.
Yeah.
That and the Northern Lights. Oh no, is there popcorn in there?
It looks like popcorn, yeah.
You've been popcorn.
That's another lab joke.
Engineering wants a prank.
You've been popcorn.
Something about scientists.
They just fucking love a stupid little dumb little prank. I love it. Okay.
So Moses hid the camera under a star. And of course.
It could be under the little stars, but it's probably under the star poster.
Stop.
This is my villain origin story. Okay.
Yeah, there's a cabinet under there.
Nice. It's in here, right? It's got to be
right. Because
no,
that
there's
would
a
have been
couple of
too
stars
easy.
in the thing though. It could be where the little like glow in the dark stars are.
Yes.
Drawer.
Come on, Moses. Where did you hide it?
I do feel like it
tree?
might be like a more specific reference to like that specific star, but maybe it just could be any reference to star. Yeah,
Safi was going to help put up the ornaments.
It'll be in a cabinet or something.
Yeah.
Because why would you put?
I don't know.
Why would you put our camera on the Christmas tree?
File cabinet.
File cabinet. There's a star there.
At least Moses hid the camera well. Wherever it
Seen
is.
hurt me more than searching bottles. Upstairs might be a good place to start.
Okay, let's go upstairs.
Thank
Thanks,
you,
Cos.
Cos. No, God, it's worse than the bottles. That's bad. Yeah, he has a lot of stars.
Oh my! Bright lights. Bright lights. It's a different warning.
Oh.
Star projector. There we go. I thought that it would be something like this.
Moses must have projected
that
some
is
stars
like my,
to use as a guide.
Star lamp.
Moses said safe.
Yeah, because I was thinking
part
about
of Orion.
Rachel's star
Maybe
lamp.
Orion was projected on the wall that night.
Yeah,
Sorry,
I need
that
to
took
set
me a
this
second.
up exactly how
I forgot
Moses
that we were
had it when
Rachel
he
and
was
Chloe.
drawing.
It's okay. You have to set it up in the way that he had it.
How did he have it? Orion is that guy.
It's the twins. So you put those two there. These ones
are the
here
twins.
are where the twins are.
Ah, thank you.
It's okay.
What would I do without you?
I don't know.
No, I guess we just leave it there?
It doesn't quite work, I don't think, but...
Just need to get this lined up with the mural.
Further down? Unless that's not the twins. But
I think
yeah,
I got it.
Okay,
There we go.
cool.
It stopped moving, so...
Got me in my big brain here.
How do you recover
Fingers
from being
crossed
popcorn?
I can
It's a
find
good
safe
question,
on
Ross.
You popcorn back. That's how you recover.
You get popcorn revenge.
Yeah. So Orion is
That
that one there.
And safe.
Under the safe. Yeah, literally just there. But I don't know how that works.
So if
Popcorn
this is
2,
Orion,
popcorn harder.
safe is boom.
Popcorn 2
Good
Fury
job
Road.
finding safe, Max. Why, thank you, Max.
Popcorn 2.
Now then.
2 popped, 2 corn. There we go. There it is. Oh no, sneak time.
No, no, no.
Sneaky time.
Avoid detection. Oh my god, am I
said
in
it's
Until
sneaky
Dawn?
time.
I can't let him see me in
Fucking
here.
hell, am I in Until Dawn right now?
Yes.
Is that, where is he?
Well, this is just giving when she's in the pool locker room.
Yes.
Dead.
Should I just stay here? I don't...
Yeah. He might go a little too far the other way, though. Oh no, Max being detected by men again.
I know!
Let's not read anything too much into
to
that!
Got to get out of here. Well...
Go to the other timeline, he can't see you then. The problem is the camera wouldn't be there, would it?
I've got to get out of here, like, upstairs or, like, out of the room.
Honestly, I so doubt that he would have been able to find that camera.
It just says avoid detection, but...
What the hell?
Shit.
Shit.
The following gameplay contains blood.
Oh. Oh.
Did I just...
Oh, I think she just time skipped. Yeah. Oops.
Interesting. Is that the game?
Let's try this again.
Yeah, but I think the implication is that she managed to time skip again somehow.
That's an interesting, like,
because you're not using the replay
thing.
It's the themes. They're theming. They sure are. Let's do the time warp again. Been singing so much this stream. I'm so sorry.
That's fine.
I apologize.
No, that's fine. I think it was just...
Where's the nearest
Too
exit
much.
to the other
right,
timeline?
So, yeah, she's going to the other timeline. Yeah. That is it. The game was like, you idiot. Why would you just sneak around endlessly
I'm so
when you
close
could
to getting
time
Sophie's
warp?
camera.
Again, though, I just
I can just
simply
distract him
don't
for a
think
few minutes,
this man
I
would
think
see
I
that
can
camera
grab
with
it.
that little
I
phone
need
light.
something noisy.
Something noisy. It's a fucking Christmas tree. Hot dog man. There we go. Oh, it's the hot dog man that's making the noise?
Yeah. Didn't you?
I didn't realize that.
That's why it zooms in on it, because she's like commenting on the fact that that's what it does.
Right in front of him.
Oh yeah, second pulse and stuff. That's right in front of him, isn't it? But
The mezzanine would be the perfect place to set this off.
up there?
I just gotta make it up there.
Yeah, messaging.
Yasmin, we'll get to it, okay?
We'll get to you. We'll get to you.
Fuck.
Well, could you not zoom back in?
I need to get up to the
Go
mezzanine.
up to the mezzanine and then, as in switch timelines, then go up to the mezzanine.
Right.
And then switch back again.
You're right.
And then do it all over again.
We're really abusing this power.
Yes. Here we are.
I need to get up to the mezzanine.
I am.
We're here, Max. And again.
Well, I'm sure this is fine.
Yeah, no, it was just when you were doing the Sympathy is a Knife Ariana remix like several times. Where I was like,
that was annoying.
I must intervene with love.
With love. It must be stopped.
And now I need to shift out of here fast.
What? Oh,
Look
man.
at it so abusing the
Get
fuck
what
out
I
of
came
this.
here for in the first place.
Power. Like,
yeah.
I'm just thinking about the consequences of our actions. Possible consequences
I
of
mean,
our
look,
actions.
It's fucked. It's all fucked.
She did not learn her lesson at all.
Not at all.
Hey! Is someone down there?
Stupid telescope! Why couldn't Moses have put you together in this timeline?
Following gameplay contains bright lights.
Happening.
What?
What?
The actual
fuck?
She switched the telescopes through the timeline.
That's...
Yeah.
Huh.
That's new.
Well, I'll just take the camera. I'm sure that this is fine.
Yeah, I'm sure this won't have any consequences.
I'm sure that everything is absolutely fine.
Then I just guess get out of there. Get out and then...
Yeah.
Yeah. And then have a little pass out.
I love never learning a lesson ever in my life. This is why Chloe Price dumped her. She never learns her lesson.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, she swapped them into here. That's so
Holy
weird.
shit. The telescope and all the parts switched places.
Yeah, Moses is gonna be like, hello?
Fuck.
Does Max do this as well when she's out of seasoning? I don't know.
Gotta run. Sorry, I'll text you.
He's
like,
gonna be
bro,
like,
what?
What? I got popcorn and now my telescope
Yeah.
is gone?
God, what a shitty day.
Yo. What?
Oh, Maxine.
Moses.
He's just like, I'm upset. Yeah, that is insane that she just leaves that there.
Miss Caulfield, can I speak with you for a minute?
No.
You should go.
Okay, they're gonna make me. They're gonna make us choose dialogue options, and I'm gonna be like, "Where's the telltale silence option?"
Honestly, because you should not be speaking to
Please.
cops.
Have a seat.
Oh, God. Ugh, locking her in a room.
The following gameplay contains depictions of abuse.
Jesus Christ.
I just wanted you to have a chance to talk to me alone. Because Miss Llewellyn was a close friend of yours.
Oh yeah, so you picked now?
Miss
We have
Llewellyn.
a sensitive situation. We know Miss Llewellyn's camera was taken by someone closely linked to her death. Now, I'm pretty certain I know who took
That's
it and
not
why.
him. Yeah, that's what I was.
Maybe you've even
thinking.
guessed my thinking.
What did he say, Safia Llewellyn?
He said
If we're
Llewellyn.
going
Yeah,
to
just
make
Llewellyn.
Yeah,
any
that's what I mean.
progress on your friend's case, that's not enough. Therefore, I'm asking you if you have or come by any information about this person or where
Absolutely
they've
not.
taken the camera.
No.
Can I trust
Dumb
you
bitch.
to let me know?
You can trust me to call my lawyer.
Miss Caulfield.
Refuse.
No.
Eat the business card.
Okay, Miss Caulfield. I hope you don't actually have information. Because, you know, withholding it could get you into trouble.
Oh no.
I think I would like to politely end this conversation.
Yeah, I don't want to keep the conversation
I
going.
just want to be like,
I'm not really here
leave.
to be a bother. I just simply don't want to.
I'm trying to not talk to him.
Yeah, I just don't want this.
So that's why I'm leaning. Thank you.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Okay, Miss Caulfield.
Took me a bit. Some trans lesbian romances on my reading
hope you
list.
don't
Cheer Up
actually
Love
have
and Pom
information.
Poms by Crystal.
Because,
Crazier
you know,
Time and
withholding
Soul
it
by Genevieve Huffman.
could get you into
Catnip
trouble.
by Viria Durav. Thank you so much for
That's
those,
so
Jay
helpful.
Van
Thank you.
Born.
Good thing about rebooting is getting to tell him to fuck off twice.
Yes, true. I have to make a note of those when I go back through the stream.
Yeah,
Or write
for
them
sure.
somewhere. But thank you for those, Jay Van
Yeah,
Born.
very, very much appreciated.
Thank you for your concern, Detective. I'll keep that in mind. That's everything. I believe I'm free to go, right?
This is very Chloe. I feel that this is very Chloe and Rachel of us. as
Yeah,
well.
it is.
You are.
He's so mad. I do love a little sweet, oh, if that's all,
Thanks
I'm
again
going
for
to
your time,
leave.
Miss
It's,
I'll be
Caulfield.
leaving.
it's giving, as per
Have a
my
good
last
day.
email.
Look at that face on him.
He
I
is
know.
angry.
Oh, shit.
Moses, wait.
Also, Detective, would you like some of this uranium? Green chocolate I have here?
It's such a specific thing,
Yeah,
Dan.
Dan,
I'm really
is
enjoying it.
Uranium.
Uranium. We need to feed cops uranium.
It's
That's
giving
it.
Simpsons.
Yeah.
Moses is just like, oh, she can talk to Moses because he knows science.
He does know
She's
science.
got someone who knows science.
Someone better than
Someone better
Warren
than fucking Warren.
Okay. Let's download Safi's photos onto your computer, yeah? Or...
You go ahead. I need a minute to get my thoughts in order. I'll join you soon.
Okay.
Maxine, are you good?
I mean, it's been a long day, and also
so
she's
many
really
things today.
fucking...
Best lay it all out and see if it
She's
gets
really
me anywhere.
fucking abused the space-time continuum today as well.
Yeah, she really has.
Oh my god, Max. How many of these movies are there?
It's a horror franchise.
That's
they don't
so
get
true.
good until at
Well,
least the third
depending
one.
on the
Real
franchise.
horror is that they found a way to make 3 of these. 5, actually.
Also, she needs someone to talk to
So,
about all of this. In the
is
first
this
game,
the
back
one where
and
they
forth
finally
between her and
explain how they
Chloe
still
made it
walk
so much
around with
more
no
fun to
head,
watch and
or-
play. So far, it's just Max and her internal monologue.
Before she died, Moses was more Safi's friend. Here, we're all thick as thieves.
But not in a way that's, like, interesting.
Wish we'd had a chance
Yeah,
to
this is
get
it.
to this point.
Like,
in our world.
so I'm thinking about how in, like, the Walking Dead games, like, there aren't always, like, close people that you can talk to about stuff
Yeah.
in the first 2 seasons.
Yeah.
Like, Lee doesn't really have anyone he can confide in
No.
because everyone's a piece of shit, a racist
Maybe
piece
like
of
Carly
shit.
for like 2 minutes. But
Yeah.
sorry
Rest
to
in
remind
peace,
you of Carly.
Every day I grieve the loss of Carly.
She was everything.
She was everything. In season 2, Clem, like, has fucking nobody as
Yeah,
well.
no,
And
for
often
sure.
she just observes things in silence. But I think it works.
Yeah. Harvey at least has Kate.
Yeah. Sean doesn't really have a lot of... Like, I mean, kind of, he tries, but everything's, you know...
Yeah.
Okay. Let me just do a quick check of these guys. So, Victoria, my long-standing advice, never meet your heroes. That kind of letdown can hurt you if you're not careful. Drew, people meet their hero all the time and it's fine. You're so right. Why didn't I think of that? No need to be rude about it.
Now this is Victoria.
She blocked me.
Iconic.
Yeah, this is Victoria.
Yeah, this is the Victoria I know and hate. No, I love her. I have a soft spot for that little bitch. I love her.
Amanda, I'm taking student loan forgiveness into my own hands. If you took out loans to go to Caledon, you get happy hour prices all day Monday through Thursday. Only for the next 2 weeks, I'm not made of money. Reggie, yes. I meant to add, except Reggie because he owes $, in broken glassware. Amanda, fine, you too. Thank you.
I think she's more entertaining to me when she is not trying to be funny.
Max?
Amanda.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is hilarious.
Yeah.
Loretta, there's nothing more important than taking care of your friends when they're hurting. Reggie, you know something, Loretta? You're cool. I know. Lionel, that's right. Why are you yelling? Sorry, honey, your mom broke the keyboard. Also, why did Loretta do, like, one good deed for the day and then run to Facebook/Twitter?
Loretta, have just done the most benevolent act that anyone has ever done, and I need you all to know this. It's really important to me.
Yeah. I remember Walking Dead 2 as the game where all the adults ask the child to do everything for them and taking a shot of juice after stitching up.
Yeah.
You are correct. I'm working on a video essay about the Walking Dead Telltale series, which will include talking about that season and how, like, everyone's always like, why are all of the adults, like, relying on Clementine? And I was playing that game and I was like, it's because she's a brown girl.
Yeah.
Like, guys...
Yeah.
It's because she's brown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I've read the essay portion of the video essay, and it is very good, so look forward to that,
Thank you. It's gonna be the longest one I've made so far. So.
I think we should all just stop apologizing for long videos and just lean into it. I'm sorry, but if H-Bomber Guy can do a 4-hour fucking video about plagiarism,
yeah,
we can do what we want.
That's true.
We can do whatever we fucking
That's
want.
true.
And sometimes there's things to say.
Yeah.
I don't think that should be controversial.
No, thank you for.
That's okay.
Thank you for
We don't
saying
need to
what needs to be
apologize.
said. Thank you.
I'm sorry for giving you more content.
Oh, sorry. Hello, Maxine. This is Yasmin. I wanted to let you know that a detective alderman wants to speak to you about Sophia's ... passing. Any information you can provide will only help him and us understand what happened to my daughter. We've already been introduced. Oh, excellent. Let me know what he says. I'll try.
I guess.
I can't believe Yasmin gave him permission. Fucking hell.
But also, like,
she's getting less hot by the second.
He still doesn't have a fucking warrant. As she rightly said, like, there is still private property in that building.
Absolutely.
So
absolutely.
no.
So he still needs a warrant.
God,
hey,
that was when Moses was like,
yeah, so we already read that.
Notes.
Rumor has it there was another girl at Caledon who died from apparent suicide. Maya Okada, yeah. Friends with Safi, according to Loretta.
Moses has Safi's camera. She used it to take that selfie of the three of us. Sometime that night, Moses went to his office and drew the Gemini mural him and Safi had been planning. Maybe other Moses will draw it with her one day.
Rumor has it there was that's the thing about Maya, and then
there's a journal.
Gwen wasn't forthcoming about Safi's book deal, so we still don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Okay. Journal entries.
Yeah, this game really wants to just be completely free of time, and I don't like it. I don't care for it. I would like to know the timestamps.
Agreed. As you probably know, every instinct told me to grab Gwen's flash drive from the flames, but who am I to deny her catharsis? Even if it won't last forever, it's the principle of the thing, you know? Can you imagine the old Max you knew saying that? Alderman clearly anticipated backup in his investigation, and I wasn't going to be the one to help him, and if he hoped to drive a wedge between me and Moses by asking for my help, then he only ended up making our bond stronger. He seems like he's used to things going his way. He tried to act nonchalant, but I could tell he was annoyed. I wish he'd focus on figuring out what happened to Safi instead of playing mind games.
Well, also, yeah, I'm interested in what happens when if you agree to help Alderman and how that affects your relationship with Moses.
Bonk! Go to Horny jail.
Yeah, horny fucking jail. Cops are not hot.
Cops are not hot.
Cops are not
never.
hot.
No. Cops are never hot.
Mm-mm. Oh, she wants to review the clues in her
I think we
drew.
might just go straight to that. Although, interestingly, there is a timeline thing here. Yeah. Okay, let's just go straight to the clues.
I think there was something in the kitchen, but yeah, just there.
Where?
There.
Oh,
it's the puzzle box.
No.
No.
Nah, I'm sure it's fine.
Cops aren't hot, but horns and blood from mouth. Okay, well that's for you to examine.
Need a bit of space to
I'm not trying to
examine
kink
clues
shame.
I've gathered.
I'm merely
Okay,
asking
Max,
you to rethink
let's
your
see what
thoughts.
we've got.
Horns and blood from mouth, yeah, but if it's on a cop, then
It's
it's negated.
Yeah. Kink shaming is my kink.
So real.
I've made that choice in my opposite playthrough, helping Alderman. It's very uncomfortable as it should be. Yep.
Wilder beasts than these, Lucas Colmenero. A startling.
He signed the front.
I know. Who does that? A startling, prescient novel. Lucas Colmenero is one of our generation's most exciting new voices.
Says
John
man.
Alistair Penhurst says man. Yes, exactly.
Yeah, Dan.
I know Vin and Abraxas are entangled in everything that's
horny
happening.
jail with the gross cop.
Don't understand how yet.
Karlak is hot. Importantly, Karlak is not a cop.
Yeah.
She's like the opposite of a cop.
I don't know who this is, but yeah.
This
It's
was
the
meant
hot
to be a loud message.
demon-looking lady
And
from
what does it mean?
from Baldur's Gate.
Oh, I
really
see.
buff.
It's like
She has horns.
nice, good for her. It's okay when women do.
Yeah, but also she's not a cop.
Yeah. No, I know. It's never okay when women are cops.
Especially since she helped her get the book deal in the first place.
Yeah, that is strange.
Okay, so what do we do after we've looked at all the clues?
I don't know. Sorry.
I probably shouldn't leave all this out.
Join Moses in the dark room.
Maybe if I step away for a bit, these will all make sense later.
Not in a little Dungeons and Dragons box. She would get on with Steph if they talked.
I should go see
if they ever communicated. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Psychically.
They just communicate through eye contact in a very lesbian way.
Hold on, I'm just gonna go to her room real quick.
Oh, yeah.
If there's a silver lining, it's that I've got another chance to take a proper candid of you.
Just kiss!
Just kiss.
Okay, I'm not gonna change clothes at the last minute.
We got a slight little outfit on.
It's one thing to love
these are the same.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's something else entirely to be living through one.
I mean, I've not really got any horror vibes.
No.
I'm an enormous horror movie enthusiast, and
yeah, this isn't really a horror movie. It's literally a whodunit.
Which is different. To clarify, I do not think Alderman is hot in any universe. I just want to know why Max drew him as hot. Okay, good.
Yeah, okay.
We'll allow it.
I don't think... Maybe Max isn't into horns and blood. Maybe that's why. Or maybe it was like, because we chose like the little devil horns on
Moses?
Lucas.
We didn't. Okay?
Didn't we? Oh no, we did the black eye in the end,
Is it weird that I'm low-key nervous about seeing Safi's,
well, not on men.
Final pictures.
Dan.
Far from it.
She wouldn't find anything hot on men. She's a lesbian.
Carlac she would find hot.
Yeah.
To everyone. But I meant, are you okay?
Well, no.
No. I will be. I think.
Anything I can do? Or want to talk about it? I think, like, both are fine. Want to talk about it is, like, a specific invitation, and anything I can do is, like, if he doesn't want to talk about it, then there might be other things she can do, but...
Equally, though, if she says want to talk about it, he can say no. I mean, I know he won't because it's the way the game is structured, but...
Yes, I know. But I think anything I can do is just, like, a question that
yeah, I guess anything I can do, then...
But either is fine to me.
Yeah.
I don't...
If there's something I can do, name it. You've been through a lot. We all have.
Thanks, Max.
Max, explain why the fuck my telescope is unmade.
Yeah, for real. I almost forgot about that.
How about we see if Safi's selfie skills are better than mine?
Somehow I doubt it.
That's a cute picture.
Hard to believe that would be the last time we were all together.
That's the truth. What a crew we were. Hey, look. She took one more photo.
Sneaky girl.
The following gameplay contains depictions of violence.
Oh, shit. Oh, I love this song. I love hearing it. I don't know what it is. I've never heard it in my life.
What is this?
What?
You
what? Stop. Well, there's a doppelganger thing going on, but Well, I feel that isn't convincing. So I'm just gonna say, of course. Okay, you seem very shook right now. I'm gonna say, of course
What
not.
the fuck? Yeah, I agree. Sorry.
It's okay. It's yeah.
What? No, of course not.
So that.
It's Photoshop. A deepfake.
They
maybe.
just.
I don't know.
They just.
So this is why you went and got the camera?
No, Moses.
Yeah, I laughed.
Please.
I thought it was funny. Faye says, "I'm sorry, that's so funny." It's a really funny photo as well.
It is funny photo, but I'm just processing.
Yeah. No, the doppelganger thing. It's making sense.
That's crazy. But yeah, that is
I've been waiting to see your reaction to this moment since you announced you were streaming this game. Charlotte's like, I'm like,
I just didn't see that coming. I'm shocked.
Neither did I, actually. But
I think
I'm mostly amused.
It's a good reveal.
Yeah, it was a pretty good reveal.
Story-wise, I'm like, damn,
I'm like,
okay,
oh,
you got me. You fucking got me. Shit.
To be fair, that wouldn't necessarily mean Max killed her. It just mean Max pointed a gun at the camera. Yeah. Why would she take a picture if someone was gonna shoot her?
Well, my
Someone
thought
just, like, got a gun and you were like,
my thought was, like, I'm going to get evidence. Like, if I'm gonna die, I'm gonna... Don't laugh! Why are you laughing? Okay, I know why you're laughing. It's goofy as hell, but like... So, but the thing is, this is making me now think...
That would not be my instinct.
No, but okay, this is my... Okay, yeah, but... As a former true crime bitch, that might be my instinct.
That's
not like that, not that photo.
I hate that for you.
No, but like evidence, you know? I don't know. Look, anyway, what I was gonna say was, I think now. Wait, before you kill me, you look so hot in this light. Now that is funny.
No, Sophie would do that.
You know what? Yeah. This gay little bitch could do it. So she could have been taking the photo and she brings out the gun as the shutter clicks. Yeah, like that could have,
Well, yeah, but you would see like it would be like
as
blurry or something.
Yeah.
Instead, it's like, hold up those, Max.
Yeah. But no, what this is making me think is if this somehow has to happen. Obviously, it has to happen in that timeline, but that's why Max does it.
I'm sorry, could you repeat?
Okay, that was not words, so I understand your confusion. Sorry, I'm very, confused by everything. Right, okay. So, Max is, in a similar way to with Chloe, because Max is doing timeline fuckery, everything's going to shit, and somehow the only way she can stop it is by killing Sophie.
Oh.
I don't know.
But she's like a villain pose.
Yeah, I know. I don't think that's the answer.
Sophie, in order to save Caledon
It's
University,
a theory.
I need to kill my best friend.
Let me come up with theories.
Just like I did in my tragic past.
Not this. When I nearly killed my ex. That was terrible, sorry. Yeah, it's a doppelganger for sure, but that was a theory. I was just putting sorry, I'm putting ideas into the marketplace. Can you be mad at that? No, you can't.
Not the marketplace of ideas.
We also do that bit a lot at home. So right.
I'm sorry, this is so goofy to me.
She didn't even do it in this timeline. I mean, true.
You have to trust me or we'll figure this out, is what I would... But I think that it's more about trust.
I think you have to trust me is the better option, because we'll figure this out is like, I'm going to implicate you.
Me you're talking about. Me.
There's a lot I don't know about you.
But you know I wouldn't do something like that.
Yeah, it keeps flipping back to the default output.
You stay the fuck away from me.
Sorry.
Oh, she's called a single tear! Maxine!
That's so goofy!
Why are you in a situation?
She's always in a situation.
Yeah.
Stop.
What is happening? She's got very good aim for not looking down the sight. I mean, to be fair, she's like up fucking close to Sophie. She's like, literally, it's like she's doing like. You don't need to aim that much.
That's so funny.
That's a meme image. Yeah, it is. I mean, I know that's going to turn into a meme format. When Chloe Price said women should have guns, I don't know that this was what she meant.
Oh my
See,
God.
I was exactly like you, Charlotte. Thank you, Cos. I appreciate that because
Faye and Charlotte
am
Nicole
being
are in
mocked.
2 different universes right now.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That was a reveal that I didn't see coming, and I was into it. Yeah,
My stomach hurts.
Wow. Well, either way, this is sure a game.
This is sure a game.
Something's
This is
happening.
a game that people made.
I got involved in the mystery, and
It's
now
okay, I love that for you. I love that for you.
I liked the reveal. I thought it was goofy, yes, but I was going on with the camp of it all.
It's okay.
Don't placate me.
I'm having fun.
I'm glad you are.
Oh god. Okay. Lucas, delete the restraining order photo or send to Safi.
Sent to Safi, bitch. Oh my god.
35% of people, wow. 65% of you are losers.
Suck.
He's furious with you.
I said
and will
65
never forget
of you
this.
suck. I mean, 65% of you suck. Like, This is why I tuned in today. This is fucking fantastic. I'm glad, Cos. I'm glad you enjoy.
Lucas is furious and will never forget this.
Good.
Gwen, rescue the flash drive with security footage. 60% save the footage. Losers,
Gwen is grateful
40%
for your
stand with Gwen.
And I think that's Gwen is grateful for your support, and I'm glad because you know what, she got a little pissed off at us last episode, and
We
want
made
to
up
be
for it.
besties.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Aldermen, agree to inform aldermen. 42% agreed, and actually 58% refused. Yeah, that's, you know what? Good. Alderman is irritated with your lack of cooperation. He will remember this.
Okay, so will I.
Assassin Kids, 27%. Max helped the timid guy get the bathroom key. Whereas Vin's phone, Max was confident Diamond didn't take Vin's phone, 64%. North Quad moment of reflection, 28% took that. Platypus facts, 13% signed up.
I am
to
so
get
glad to
platypus
be
facts.
getting the platypus facts.
I think probably just because a lot of people missed it.
Yeah.
Lucas after the memorial. Max stood by her comments to Lucas at Safi's memorial, 29%.
Yeah.
Vandalizing the Lucas standee, 31%. Max gave the Lucas standee a black eye. Phone project installation, 3%. Max talked to the future at the phone art project.
Oh, we should have heard from the past as well.
Oh shit! I didn't know
we
could
might
give
get
that.
to. I don't know.
Day drink with Vin. Max kept it professional with Vin.
Yeah.
Helping Abraxas students' mental health. 96% didn't leave therapist cards for Abraxas students.
We could. Maybe we
I don't
could
know
have
what
just put
that's
it
a
as
thing.
that. Yeah, I think. Yeah, I don't know.
Vin's passcode, 67%. Max cracked the code on her own. Loretta's grade, Max lowered Loretta's grade from a B to a B minus, 55%.
That's funny.
It's another like small thing of many that's like recycled from the original game.
Yeah,
Like,
because can't you do
Lauren's
that
grade,
with
you can
Lauren's
change his
grade? Yeah.
Gwen's plant.
Also, someone could come along and just add like a line, a vertical line. It could be a plus. So.
I know. 89% watered Gwen's plant.
Yay!
Smoke with Gwen, 64% took the joint.
So.
Overlook moment of reflection, 91% did not reflect. Oh.
Didn't know we could.
Oh well. 64% told Loretta what Reggie saw was none of her business. 41% Max did not water Samson the Hillerton house plant. Oh,
Hillerton house.
I didn't realise I could.
Sad.
Main menu. That's it.
We did it. Well,
it only took 7 hours
for us. Considering we were going in depth, I think that's not bad.